And you're rising to shine when you're hitting the hay. I'll be hanging around. My audio's good. When I could die, I'm gonna be right by. Calamity. Jingle, jingle. Yeah, excuse me. Womp. All right. So hello. Welcome back to Shark Stream. It's me, your boy, back at it again in Dead Space.
Dead Space.
Dead Space.
Dead Space.
Dad Space.
But how can space be dead if it's not a thing?
No.
Like it's not a living thing.
No. It's a figure of speech.
Figure of speech doesn't make sense to me.
You don't make sense.
EA doesn't make sense.
That's true.
Rest in not things.
Load game. Loading the game. Yeah. So when we last left off, my dishwasher was leaking. we kind of got that figured out, thankfully. We got a repair dude in here. He took a look at some stuff, and it's not leaking right now, which is good. We just can't use it, which is fine because we weren't using it before anyway. But we had otherwise finished basically everything, and we're moving on to fighting the boss of this area. So let's go fight the boss. What do I have in my inventory right now? Am I like loaded up on too much shit? No. In fact, I could actually probably use some shit.
Use the shit.
There's shit I need. I walked over to the store and I hit B because I've been playing Darksiders all morning. And I don't... Oh, boy.
I will say Darksiders making B your interact button.
That's fine. There's weirder button choices.
Wait, was it made for PS4 first or Xbox?
I don't know.
Because if it was for PS4, that might make sense.
Why would that make sense?
Because X is normally interact, and X is
A. Well, if it was X, then it would just be A on the Xbox. But A is jump, because of course A is jump.
Minnie, I want you to move.
Because A is the jump button.
Please. Thank you.
Alright. Do I have any... Hello, Mitty. That's all the pulse rounds I got. All right.
Do you have the pulse rifle? Or do you pull it out? The storage.
I have the pulse rifle. It's right here.
I mean, what you were pulling out, the ammo.
Oh, yeah, I was pulling out of storage.
Okay. Thought you were selling it. I was like, do we need bullet?
No need bullet. I have to kill fast and bullet too slow.
Hydroponics log, this is Dr. Cross. It's hard for me to believe what I'm seeing here. This is crazy. Absolutely crazy. I'm going to the mining deck. I hear that's where survivors are gathering. Jacob, I'll wait for you there.
But you're not Jacob, you're Isaac.
No, she's talking about Jacob Temple.
Who?
You know, the dude who, like, has been trying to do all the stuff that Isaac's been doing, but just isn't as good. Anyways, look at this tube encased in horror meat.
So the engineer who doesn't have your cool spacesuit?
Yeah, basically. Gross. Tentacles.
What does that mean?
Take this. Oof, ouch. Oh, they don't like it.
I'm very comfy with low fun, but...
Damn it. The poison wasn't strong enough. We're still alive. Get in there and kill it before it contaminates the entire ship.
The door's locked. Oh, okay, cool.
Hello!
Is that a face?
Isaac Kwok, badge 1247.
Oh, it's not a face. Okay.
It's super not a face.
I thought those were eyes. I was like, why would they have eyes?
Oof. I'm okay. That looked a little goofy. Alright, who's next?
Explosive packet?
I could. Oh. That's gross. Haha. Lucky for me, I'm really good at shooting things. I've gotten a lot of practice. Not like today because I've been playing Darksiders and that's not so much shooting as it is like big slashy.
But it will be eventually.
Once Genesis comes out on console.
THQ Nordic's favorite Devil May Cry is Devil May Cry 2. Okay.
That's fine. I'm just saying, you can make a character action game where main weapon is gun work.
Yeah, well,
You just gotta make it play like Bayonetta. Give Strife a sexy outfit.
well, the thing about, okay, the reason why Bayonetta
Let
works...
Strife be sexy.
The reason why Bayonetta works as a character action game is because Bayonetta shoots with her punches and kicks.
You did it.
The problem, like...
Do you read?
Anyways, let Strife be sexy.
Normal.
Let's start being what Strife wants to be.
Damn it. He's gone again. No sign of his rig anywhere. It's up to us now. I've got a plan to get
I didn't
off
realize
this
I'd
ship.
moved around so
I've
much.
located an SOS beacon on the mining deck. If you can get down there and activate it, we might be able to send a distress call.
Cool.
Is that...
I don't know how much longer that target will hold.
No, Isaac, come to the captain's nest.
The captain's nest?
Isn't that what he called it?
Like a love nest?
I assume it's because it's like the crow's nest, but the captain's nest because it's at the top.
The captain's nest. The captain's love nest. This is where the captain fucked the necromorphs. Ugh.
Words coming out of your mouth, not mine.
Grossed myself out with that. It's fine.
You did that entirely to your... Oh, look at those smiling faces. Wow.
Watermelons.
I just love me watermelons and
Pumpkins.
pumpkins. I'm just a space farmer.
I'm just a
spacesuit
I'm just a humble space farmer growing my tomatoes.
with my trucker hat and my astronaut suit.
That's how you know I'm legit.
Welcome to Ishimura Farms. Out here on the
Welcome.
wide ranges of Texas, Ishimura Station.
I'm a stock image from GettyImages.com.
And my agony and suffering by buying me so that way I don't have this watermark on me.
Please, for the love of God, let me hold your watermelons.
Not that there is a God.
God is fake.
God is dead and you killed him. I was just back in that room. That was God. You feel happy with yourself?
I mean, I guess maybe a little bit. I'm pretty impressed with myself, honestly. Anyways. Chapter 6 completed.
Doesn't every chapter have an environmental hazard?
Yeah.
Having weird bio
But you can't just, like, call every chapter environmental hazard because then the Easter egg with the chapter titles won't work.
No, just made the Easter egg spell Isaac.
Isaac?
Isaac.
Isaac.
Somebody like scritches on the neck.
Back at it again on the Ishimura.
This may be our last chance of getting out of here alive, Isaac. There's an asteroid loaded up in the mining bay waiting to be smelted. If you attach the SOS beacon to it, you can launch it away from the ship to make a clean broadcast. The beacon's on the maintenance subdeck. You can launch the asteroid from the control room.
Where's the marker being stored?
Damn.
Don't worry about
The
it.
control room is locked. It looks like they keep an emergency access key on the processing subdeck. Couldn't be easy, could it?
Nope. Then this
I
wouldn't
don't
be a
know
video
how much
game.
more of this I can take.
Looks like they're big fans of Flesh down here. It's available May 1st.
Buy corporate products.
Buy Flesh. Welcome to the mining deck. Let's go. This place seems cheery. Store. Lunker.
Gun.
Gun.
Gun bullet. What's that green thing in the middle?
Why did the music start up?
Keep you on your feet, I guess? I don't know.
I'm already on my feet.
No, more feet.
More feet.
More
8 legs. 7 Vaganias.
Not enough feet.
Oh, hey, dude. Excuse me.
The mining subdeck is offline for some reason, Isaac. I'll see if I can run a bypass.
Where should I go in the meantime?
Processing.
Hold on.
Processing?
Let's check my mission.
Processing subject.
Processing subdeck.
I knew these men.
Maintenance subdeck. Alright, let's go to processing first, I guess.
Man, Isaac, you sure know a lot of people.
Oh, hey, that dude's arm. Oh, hey, the thing that killed that dude.
Use the Ripper, Isaac. It's the only way.
Oh, hold on, it's not the Ripper.
Oh, right, I forgot. This is why it's one of the best guns in the game.
game that has a mechanic that's all about dismembering things,
The
the
thing that,
buzzsaw is going to probably be one of the better ones.
especially because it's like you can just use one bullet and take out a ton of people.
Personally, I'm more, I'm bigger on the plasma cutter.
Because like the buzzsaw, like the hover blade, works by like just it's like a timer, right? It's like not a durability.
Hmm. I just love that they're just doing the thing that I'm doing, but worse.
Like you could probably use the buzzsaw and just like destroy all those little tiny little graboids that come out of the big one. Because they probably all spawn in the same spot.
You gotta defeat the big boy filled with smaller boys.
Otherwise, the small boys will be like, no, we like riding inside things. Give us your suit, old man.
Papa!
Give us your suit, old man. And you're like, I'm 22.
Father? What has happened? Patron? I don't know. Pater?
Oh boy, looks like public transportation's stuck again.
Oh.
Oh boy, love these plasma cutters destroying public transportation for us graboids.
Well, you know. Oh, what happened to the bus? How's my battery doing? Like, it's not telling me how my battery's doing. Fortunately. Oh. Saving slot 2. Humidity's rising. Barometer's getting low. According to all sources.
Use
Street's
flamethrower.
the place to go.
That's not
'Cause tonight, for the first time, just about 10:30. Oh. This would be way funnier if there were like more dudes coming.
Why are you using the flamethrower?
I don't have the fucking flamethrower. Why would I use the
You threw the
flamethrower?
flamethrower away?
No, I just have it stored. I maxed out all of its stats.
You threw it. You maxed it out. You spent currency.
I have 52 fucking notes. It was not the first thing I maxed out.
You spent all that time and effort, and then you
I
threw
have
it away.
played through this game 9 times. I didn't put the effort in just for...
Okay, but question.
Okay.
Have you done a flamethrower only run?
No, but I've done a plasma cutter only run.
Maybe you can dump them into that gravity beam with your kinesis gun.
There he goes.
Out into space.
Or into the fucking furnace.
Out into space.
Space furnace.
Danger.
High voltage. For the first time in history, it's gonna start raining men. It's raining men. Hallelujah, it's raining men. Amen. I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna let myself get absolutely soaking wet. It's raining men. Hallelujah. Who's fucking shooting at me? Fuck you.
Oh.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Only Isaac Clarke gets to run on walls.
You don't get that.
Only Isaac Clarke gets to stand in place on walls.
Not allowed.
Where is the fourth one?
Where's that damn fourth Chaos Emerald? Who?
Where? Oh wait.
Oomph.
Is that
I
it?
see it.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Hello, sir.
Get the Frick.
Oh, hold on. Uh-oh, stinky.
Oh no.
No, I got it.
Oh
Oh.
no. Okay.
We got it. It's good. Oh, whoa! Oh, God! Oh, God! Get it off of me! What the fuck? Oh, shit. That's not good.
Crowd clear.
Hold on.
Crowd clear. Or that worked too.
Oh, shit!
Something fall behind you? Nope. Just bullet.
Oh! Oh! I don't appreciate that. Oh. Excuse me, sir. Sir! Fuck.
Oh.
I usually have better aim than that. I've been playing a video game where I don't have to worry about aiming too much this morning. I just want to make sure that I've finished Darksiders 3 before I decide to stream it, that's all. I don't think that's a crime. Is that a crime? Oh.
Hanged Man.
That's
My
pretty
favorite
good.
tarot card.
That's pretty good. Ooh. His ankles are not doing well. Hang in there, buddy. Yeah.
Progress.
That's progress. I'm gonna go in here, though. Hello? Isaac Kwok, engineer for the CDC, CEC, CC, CC's Pizza. Still hanging out. If we weren't getting teriyaki for dinner tonight, I would just want awful pizza.
Oh, okay. I was worried because you started that immediately after saying the hanging dead guy. I was like, are you gonna commit a cannibalism on me?
I'm gonna commit a cannibalism. Not on you.
Oh.
Because I like you. But maybe on someone else. Someone I don't like.
I appreciate that I will be given the Hannibal Lecter treatment of I will feed people to my friends, but I will not eat my friends.
You can launch the asteroid. Don't forget to attach the beacon first. I read another report on the colonist dementia. It seemed to start after they removed the marker from the planet. God knows how long it was down there.
It's almost like you shouldn't fuck with
300 years.
Almost like you shouldn't fuck with the goddamn markers.
Nah.
But then we wouldn't have this video.
Hello? Yeah, somebody there. Oh. Leggies. And the rest of the guy. Wants me to go that way. I guess I'll go this way? Is there anything over here? Is this a way I've already gone? Is this just... Yeah, okay. I already went that way. That's fine. Listen, when the world inevitably resorts to cannibalism, I'm not going to eat people whose company I enjoy.
Who said it was inevitable? Well...
P.S. Hey kids, don't do a cannibalism. Don't do it. Even if everyone else is doing it and says it's the cool thing, cannibalism is never cool. The Dare Lion told me that.
Even in Mad Max, they don't do a cannibalism.
Some people do a cannibalism. And
But those guys get shot.
Those guys get shot pretty big.
Even the raiders are like, yo, cannibals? Fuck that.
People in the Book of Eli don't do a cannibalism.
Skyrim people don't do a cannibalism unless you're like, I want all the Daedric artifacts.
There's maybe like a couple people in Book of Eli that do a cannibalism, but they also die.
If you're playing an Obsidian game, there's always one person who does a cannibalism.
At least one.
Because
Oh, that sounds like bad. That sounds like bad. Oh no! You stop. You stop that. Oh shit.
some sick wipeouts.
You guys done? Are we cool? Boop. I'm gonna take this weird pustule thing. Oh!
Yeah.
Okay. That's on me.
I'm gonna say,
I didn't get rid of that fast enough.
I think those were there for you to throw them.
What the hell are you... Get back. Come any closer and I'll shoot you. Give me the access codes to the
Here,
cargo bay. Idiot. This is processing. Why the hell would I have codes to cargo? Don't lie to me. I'm sick of everyone lying to me. It is imperative that I get the marker. Give me those codes. I don't have them. Is this what you did to the captain? Go on. Shoot me if you've got the vault.
Where are these ellipses?
I don't know.
The only way to stop it. The only way to end it. He's completely lost it. Somebody call security.
Shoot me if you got the balls.
So they kind of actually have. The did he actually wanted to destroy the marker?
So, Kine wanted to destroy the marker because he recognized that it was a bad thing. But he was a unitologist up to that point.
And then he was like, "Oh, maybe I shouldn't be drinking the Kool-Aid."
Yeah, he was like, "Yeah, I'm a unitologist. I think unitology is pretty neat." And then like, "Oh,
And then he read.
people are killing themselves over the marker. That seems no bueno."
Then he read the text of unitology. He was like,
Wait a minute.
maybe I'm
This
not,
says unitology is big on murder.
maybe I'm not actually big on being a unitologist."
I'm going to use this for this.
Kind of the guy who they brought on board to like study the people who are getting the dementia, right?
Yeah, he's the doctor for the ship. As was Mercer, but Mercer is like hardcore unitologist.
Was Nicole like a nurse? I thought she was in medical.
Nicole was in medical as well, yeah.
Is she a doctor or just like assistant? Or
I think she's a doctor, yeah. You get a little bit more about like what she was there for in Dead Space Extraction. But it's been a hot minute since I played Dead Space Extraction.
And then she got turned into like a curse ghost.
Yeah, she's a curse ghost. Spoilers for this 12-year-old game.
Spoilers for Dead Space 2.
I mean, her being a ghost isn't a spoiler for Dead Space 2. That's the text for Dead Space 2. Is like Isaac
knows it.
super nuts and Nicole is a curse ghost.
And Isaac does.
Oh, speaking of,
Isaac? Is that really you?
look at her weird cat face.
It's been so long. But I can help you now. Come with me.
So
Okay, I'll trust you.
the actual motivations of the marker change between games.
I assume it's self-preservation.
So some people it makes go super nuts. Some people it instills a religious idolatry into, and then some people claim to understand it and understand that it is a bad thing.
Hold on.
But like the thing that changes is that in Dead Space 1 and
Also,
Dead Space Martyr.
Real quick,
Oh,
is there like a thing like that's going on like that you can like see with her rig or like model that's like, hey, maybe she's not real? Or is there no like foreshadowing like
Oh, there's
visually.
absolutely foreshadowing. I actually talked about this last stream.
Like, I know that there's a bit where it's like there's a radio call that no one like responds to.
Yeah, that's kind of the big thing is that they acknowledge Isaac watching the video from Nicole at the beginning of the game. They acknowledge a video file that you find of Nicole early on. But then any time that she's on the radio or any time that she appears on any monitors or anything like that, no one says anything about it.
Okay, but there's like there's not like something wrong with her model. Like, oh,
she's got a weird cat face, but I think that's just
modeling.
Bad model. There's also situations where, like...
Love how
oh god.
I love how when they get closer, she doesn't, like, try to get away. She just keeps typing, but just leans.
Yeah, she's not doing
leans
good,
away,
though.
is like, can y'all not?
Okay, the door. I can't get
She
in.
just fucking kicks all of the fucking ragdolls over.
I love you. This wall hurts.
Excuse me. But also there's the fact that, like, anytime, like, she shows up on, like, monitors or when you talk to her quote unquote in person, any monitors nearby are going to just end up displaying, like, unitologist text or, like, the marker symbols.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot that goes into the foreshadowing.
Okay.
Enough that, like, you could look at it all and just be like, oh, she's not actually alive, is she? She's super dead.
I'm assuming she probably... my guess is someone who's, like, seen bits and pieces of this, is there's that dialogue earlier where she's, like, trying to make, like, a recording and then, like, someone starts freaking out and, I guess, turning into a necromorph and she's like, nurse, hold him down. And then she, like, walks off the side of the camera and it ends. And I'm guessing that might... That's my assumption is that's when she bites it?
Nope.
Ah, okay.
I've been running trajectory calculations, and if we launch soon, there's a good chance the asteroid can reach a safe distance to begin transmitting. Still no sign of Hammond. In his state, I can't imagine he's still alive.
So what it actually is that the video that the recording that Isaac is watching at the beginning of the game is essentially her suicide note.
Oh.
And at the end of it, she injects herself with something and dies.
Okay.
And at one point towards the end of the game, there's a character that's just like, hey, why don't you watch that video she sent you to the end, dumbass? And he does, and she kills herself in it. And it's like, oh, she's been dead this whole time. And then people pointed out, hey, it's kind of dumb to expect that Isaac did not watch that video all the way through and thus would not know this. And they address that in Dead Space 2, where Nicole's curse ghost calls you out on it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, hey, remember how I sent you that video where I killed myself and you still came to save me as if I was alive? What the fuck, man? And and the idea is that Isaac was in denial.
This reminds me of the thing from Destiny.
This reminds me of the thing from Evil Within.
This reminds me of the thing from many things.
This
involving
reminds me
curse
of video games.
and or denial.
This reminds me of video game. Come here, friend. Oh!
No more bullet.
No more bullet.
There is buzzsaw though. Many buzzsaw.
I'm do buzz saw. Trying to save my fucking game, please.
Oh, replace file with saw.
I have replaced file.
Money.
Oh! I'm gonna take your legs. I'm gonna take your arms. Oh, got your nose.
It's not like this is the most busted weapon in the game.
Excuse me. Pop.
Which, like, this isn't really a survival horror.
It's kind of a survival horror.
But
There's like inventory
Isaac
management and
feels
stuff.
too capable.
I'm super busted right now. I am fully upgraded.
I know, but I mean, like the buzzsaw. It's like it feels like once you get the buzzsaw, it's like you don't have like the thing other survival horror games, which is like part of the horror is you have to be like, okay, how many resources do I have? But then you get stuff like, okay, I have the buzzsaw, which can just clear just clear a room.
Well, you have to remember that when you get the buzzsaw, you don't have the duration upgraded, you don't have the ammo upgraded, you don't have the damage upgraded.
Okay,
It's not quite... Oh! I don't know what just happened, but my TV went dork. But it's not nearly as capable as it ends up being in a situation like mine, where I just am fully beefed out.
Don't you just need the duration though to make it good?
It's still gonna take you a while to kill anything if you don't up the damage. Because like they can keep coming at you. Like they're not gonna get like stun locked or anything.
I just mean, like, it feels like the guns in this game are all really good, and also, like, not very... And it might be just because, like, unlike games like Resident Evil, where you have a melee that isn't, like, as good as a gun, but, like, can do the trick, and Isaac just has... kinds of punches.
Yeah.
But I guess like they were probably going for like more like an atmospherically horrifying thing than the gameplay loop is horrifying.
Like rather than like a true. Oh, speaking of a gameplay loop.
Whoa! Summoning circles, my favorite.
What's this gonna summon? A bigger arm. Big arm. I summon thee. Oh shit! Hold on.
I use big arm to reach into my deck and summon Pot of Greed. I draw 3 cards and summon big arm.
It's 2 cards. How do you not know what Pot of Greed does?
I summon 3 cards with Pot of Greed.
Fuck off.
And draw Pot of Greed.
Ah. Oh. What was that noise?
The card?
Anyway, that noise was Pot of Greed.
In attack mode.
That's not it's not a monster card.
I draw 60 cards from your deck. Your turn.
This will be my last report.
Dallas.
I've seen what they do to the
Dallas.
bodies, what they become. I can't let that happen to me.
Ooh, okay,
At
buddy.
least if I don't have any limbs, I won't be able to kill anyone when I'm infected. Please tell Dawn and the kids that I love them.
I don't know your wife or kids, dude.
Oh God! No! One more.
Couldn't you just throw yourself in an incinerator?
I don't know. Maybe.
That feels like a much better way to go.
Listen. Oh god. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna. I have so much fucking money. I'll just.
You could buy the level 6 suit. Just for the hell of it. It's free.
That's because I've already bought it.
Oh. Well, why isn't it grayed out then?
Because it.
Game designers.
Jeez, game designers, get with it.
Oh, hey, it changes the helmet.
Because what it does is
Wait, what's
you
the
start
level?
with the level 1 suit, you buy the level 2 suit.
Wait, a couple?
Hold on.
I wanna see what the hell
Shut.
it's like.
Shut. I'm explaining the thing.
Tell me.
So you get the level 2 suit, you can't go back to the level 1 suit.
Oh.
You get the level 3 suit, you can't go back to level 2 suit. Get level 4, you can't go back to level 3, so on and so forth. If you get the level 6 suit, you can't get back to any of these. I'm wearing a DLC outfit. So if I get the level 6 suit, the outfit I'm wearing right now just goes into the safe.
Level 4 suit's the coolest looking one.
And this isn't actually... So I'm going
Does level 6 have a different helmet?
Let me show you what level 6 looks like. Because it's just the military suit, which is what the soldiers wear when the military ship shows up. And also what some of the soldiers wear in Dead Space Aftermath, the movie.
I do like
And it's
this.
not subtle. It's not subtle.
I do like this.
You'll understand.
this process.
It's just like a big skull, this thing.
Master Chief? No, actually, it just looks like a stormtrooper.
It's time to finish her this fight.
I want to finish her the rebellion.
It's
What?
time to deader this space. But I should be able to just get tank
Oh
suit.
wait, the
Here we go.
line gun's the railgun, right?
No, you're thinking of the contact beam?
What's the line gun?
The line gun's the one that shoots the long horizontal
Oh,
shot
the
that can, like, take out 2 legs at
the
once.
bigger plasma cutter.
Essentially, yeah.
But it's only horizontal, right?
What?
It's only horizontal, or can it be?
It's
bigger?
only horizontal because I think the other thing that you do with the line gun is, like, a mine? I'm pretty sure.
I think they changed it between 1 and 2.
Maybe. I don't know.
From what I remember.
I don't really use the line gun too much. I used it a lot when I first played this game because it's busted.
Yeah.
But, like,
I
beyond that-
say the contact beam is cool, but also like, gee, it's a railgun.
yeah. So then
That's
there's
kind of cool.
so then there's also the elite suit, which is the Xbox suit.
Wait, used for clean environments? Does it mean it's like, oh, you buy the elite suit, and because you're in a filthy bioslime environment, the elite suit's like, sorry, can't function, shutting down.
Red ring.
Yeah, red rings. I like this
'Cause it's the-
I like this
look.
animation because it implies that it's like they're just slapping the thing on and welding Isaac.
Yeah. This is the Xbox suit.
It doesn't look bad. The shoes,
They're big and McClunky.
I don't know if you know who it is, but it reminds me a lot of Potemkin's redesign in Guilty Gear Xrd.
I don't know anything about that.
So in Guilty Gear, Potemkin is like this big ass like dude. He's like the grappler of Guilty Gear. He has these giant gauntlets that like he can use to like make little explosions when he grabs you.
Yeah.
And then in Xrd, they redesigned a lot of people, and his country went through a revolution, and he was freed from being a slave with an explosive collar.
Good for him.
Because unlike Anakin Skywalker, instead of racing for his freedom, he overthrew the government.
So this is the astronaut suit. There is a similar suit that is used by characters in Dead Space Extraction, except it has a big glass fishbowl helmet.
Oh, I was going to say, the coolest thing about this... I don't know about the suit, but the helmet looks cool.
Helmet's pretty sick.
Yeah. Yeah, so...
But we're going to go ahead and continue with the tank suit because it's the best one you can get.
Tank. Oh, it doesn't have a description? Boo. Yeah, he goes from being like this guy in jeans and like no shirt and like these giant red gauntlets, having like this like uniform, and it looks really cool, except it looks like he has giant magnets, like the horseshoe magnets taped to the front and back of his boots.
He's got big dumb Kingdom Hearts shoes. Just like Isaac.
Yes.
And I mean, I guess technically speaking, Isaac does have magnets in his shoes.
Yeah. Isaac, it makes
So,
sense.
like,
'cause
it's
they're, like,
fine.
they're like high durability. just
Big stompy. No whammies.
big stompy. Hey, you're an engineer. You wanna protect your feet from when you accidentally drop a giant mechanical component onto them. That would be nice.
I'm gonna fucking slam dunk this table onto my peats.
Oops! I dropped this hyper engine onto my feet.
Hyper engine.
It's called
The
hyper
engine
It's
that
really
makes
heavy.
you hyper. And I mean like the furry kind of hyper.
Oh, I thought you meant like
Nope.
drank 10
Nope.
10 coffees.
It's the furry kind of hyper. Anyways,
Not gonna ask. Anyways,
ignoring that
Dead Space
conversation.
suit cool.
Dead,
Jury's still out.
Dead Space suit cool. Period.
Okay, I want to remember what the Dead Space 2 suit, because I remember I liked the 2 one better than the...
What you want to look for is you want to look for the Dead Space 2 advanced suit. That's
the one that's like on the cover.
That's the one that's on the cover, yeah. Personally, I like the hacker suit because the hacker suit is just you in jeans, a jacket, and a t-shirt.
But with the helmet.
But with like a face mask. And you go around zero G and vacuum environments with it. And it's just the dumbest thing in the world.
Oops, we didn't think this through.
But,
Ooh, yeah, that's good. That's
right?
That's a cool... So the shoes...
Oh!
Yeah, when you're done fighting Necros...
Oof. Necrods.
No, Necro from Third Strike.
Necro from Third Strike.
He's like Dalsum, but if Dalsum was pasty white and yodeled...
What is it with Third Strike characters that just like, this is basically this character, but X?
So
this is basically X character, but Y.
The shoes, I don't... Like, I like this outfit. The shoes feel like they're too... Like they're too unarmored. But otherwise, yeah, the 2 suit... So the deal with Third Strike is that you have Street Fighter 2, and then... So you have to remember that going from Street Fighter 1 to Street Fighter 3, there are only 3 recurring characters. Ken, Ryu, and Sagat. And Ken wasn't really a character.
Is Chun-Li not in
No.
Third Strike? Or
No.
not initially?
Okay, so yeah, so Street Fighter 1 has Ryu fighting a bunch of martial artists.
Right.
And then you get to Sagat.
Right.
Other characters in Street Fighter 1 came back in other games, but not mainline games until Street Fighter 4. Had Gen come back, who was a fighter from that. Birdie came back in CVS 2, I think. Adon came back in Street Fighter Alpha. One of them? I don't remember which one.
Street Fighter
Street
Alpha,
4.
one of them.
Yeah, 1, 2, or 3. I think it was...
Did any of them come back in Street Fighter EX?
No, I think Street Fighter EX only has in World Warriors. And Skullomania.
And Skullomania.
And Doctrine Duck.
Skullomania is the best video game character that's ever been made.
Skullomania is pretty dang good. So Street Fighter... So yeah. Street Fighter 2 has everyone but Ryu and Sagat.
Street Fighter
basically-
2?
Yes.
Has everyone but Ryu?
Well, everyone but Ryu and Sagat are new characters. Ken is like made more different from Ryu because in 1 he was literally just red Ryu.
Right.
So for whatever reason they decided that when they went to Street Fighter 3, they were like, let's make this entirely new. So you had a new protagonist, Alex, different enemy organization with Illuminati, the actual Illuminati. Everyone was new, and then it turns out people were like, no, give us back the thing we know. So in Second Impact, they
I don't know
brought back,
what the fuck is going on right now.
time shenanigans and stasis.
My TV keeps going just completely dark for like a second before coming back. And it's concerning.
Maybe it's just like a different version of the like inverted colors thing.
Or it's because Raggy was tearing around the house earlier and yanked the fucking Elgato off the...
Was that why Raggy's napping?
Raggy was like all over the place
Raggy napping
earlier
because
today.
he's tired from all the havoc and chaos.
He is very tired from all the havoc and chaos he was causing earlier.
Yeah, so
Ow.
so they brought back some characters in Second Impact. I think Sean was in. Yeah. So like they had characters that were like tied to Street Fighter 2 characters in the Street Fighter 3, and then they're like, okay, people want the old characters, so we'll bring back some of them.
I guess.
But in the words of one combo fiend, people like functions. So a lot of characters in in Street Fighter 3 are reminiscent of old characters, because that way you have a new character, but then people's like, oh, I like Guile. Guile's not in Third Strike, but I have Remy, who's like Guile, but he's slightly different in Tweak. So I'm going to pick Remy because I know how to hold down back and wait for people to run at me, and I'll throw Sonic or Flash kick.
Sonic boom.
I know how I like Zangief and being a grappler, so I'll play Hugo because Hugo's also a grappler. Necro is for the very small and niche but probably existent Street Fighter player who's like, I love Dalsum and Blanca, but could never decide which one was my favorite. And now I don't have to.
Hooray!
I can play a rushdown zoner.
Incredible.
So yeah, that's why Necro is just Dalsum but with Blanca, because, you know, people like the thing that they know.
It's true. Hi, Gordux. Welcome to the Shark Stream. Good to have you here. We are discussing things and stuff.
I'm glad that I can increase the amount of fighting games on this stream.
This is the closest that we're going to get to it, because I'm certainly never going to actually play one.
You don't want to play PlayStation All-Stars Royale and play as Isaac Clarke?
No, I absolutely want to do that.
Who's serving dinner?
The Necromorphs.
Oops.
I used to be into fighting games. I was into fighting games once, but not since the war.
What war?
You know damn well which war.
SNK versus Capcom? Those two companies solved that problem with one of the best fighting games ever. Don't listen to what Mad TV or MTV said about it. Wait, was it MTV?
I don't remember.
There's that one, or maybe it was GameSpot? I think it was GameSpot.
You've mentioned like 15 different publications within like 3 minutes.
There's a clip.
Which one is it?
I think it's GameSpot. There's a clip from this one like game review show where they're reviewing CVS2, arguably one of the best fighting games of the like PS2, 360, no, like Dreamcast generation.
Mm-hmm.
I'll position the array receiver.
All right, hold on.
I thought I saw my brother again. You waved to me like nothing was wrong. Okay. I should be able to leave this channel open.
Last one I really enjoyed was Tatsunoko versus Capcom on the Wii.
Khan's array receiver isn't responding.
I heard Tatsunoko versus Capcom was pretty good. I never played it.
The best part about Tatsunoko versus Capcom is there's a giant robot, or there's two giant robots, one for each company.
Yeah.
Like, that is gimongous. Like, I think it's they're like a character is the size of, like, a normal character is the size of the robot's head.
Yeah.
So Alex from Street Fighter has a move called Stun Gun Headbutt.
Yeah.
Where he jumps up in the air in like a front flip, grabs you by the head, and just gives you a headbutt and maxes out your stun meter. So the animation for Stun Gun Headbutt on the giant robots is Alex jumps up onto the robots, grabs their face, and just slams his head on their forehead.
Incredible.
Over and over until they're stunned, and it is the goofiest shit ever, and it's the best.
That's pretty good.
I also think it was like they had Jeddah from Darkstalkers, which is nice because Jeddah's cool, and it's a shame that he was only in Darkstalkers 3, Tatsunoko vs. Capcom, and Capcom Fighting Revolution.
Who's the dude from Darkstalkers and Infinite? Like the one who's like a major villain in the story.
Oh, that's Jeddah. We don't talk about Infinite, no!
I'm talking about Infinite!
No!
I think the only fighting game I would probably actually end up playing on stream that I have is Castlevania Judgment.
The only thing I know about Castlevania Judgment is that there's one character who's busted as shit, and I think it's the character they made for it.
That sounds about right.
And also, it has the artwork is done by the guy from Hikaru no Go. And Death Note.
Don't you mean... Yeah, I was going to say Death Note.
I like his...
Okay, so I loved that game. That's fine. I'm not dunking on Judgment. Like, I haven't even played it yet. Also, it's got, like, one of the best soundtracks I've ever fucking heard.
All I know about Castlevania Judgment is it's like, it is not a very well-balanced fighter, and that is a good thing and a bad thing. Like, it's a game that you pop in and just be like, yo...
Fine. Oh, it's not good, but I love it.
Yeah, from what I hear, it's like, it's a game that you pop in and like, yo, check this shit out. Look what I can do. You want to do a motherfucking Infinite?
More than anything, I just like red hair Simon. Get out of here.
You mean like, doesn't he have red hair in Captain N, or is he blonde?
He's blonde in Captain N.
Okay.
Princess, it's me, Simon Belmont.
God. Fucking, I'm sad that Captain N Alucard is not a spirit in Smash. Make Captain N Alucard an assist trophy.
Make Captain N Alucard canon.
With his bat skateboard.
I'm killing my boy.
My boy.
My boy.
My boy.
My boy.
God, I remember seeing a game that was like, it was, what was it? It was some game that was like, everyone's like, oh, it's gonna be better, it's like, cool Zelda, and then I got like a 15 Metacritic.
Oof.
And then Breath of the Wild got a 100, and I just saw that accompanied with a gif of Zelda the King just laughing from CDI.
I think one of my favorites was Tournament of Legends. Gods and heroes from a bunch of myths and stories fight, but it's really weird. Like, one of the characters is Valkyrie, but she sounds like a valley girl. And Set, the goddess of cats, has a Jamaican accent.
Is that like Fight of Gods, but less janky?
Okay, which one is Fight of Gods? The one where you've got like Jesus with like the cross gauntlets?
Yeah, no, it's not the cross gauntlets.
No, he
like,
breaks off the pieces of the cross.
He has the cross and just backhand field. Yeah, that's Fight of Gods, where you can fight Buddha as Jesus.
I love that.
And I think Gandhi's also playable.
Incredible.
Yeah, no. Yeah, Fight of Gods is like, I think...
Oh, hold on 1 second. Wasn't Bast the goddess of cats? Set was the god of war.
She's a lion, so they're aspects of each other.
Yeah, but...
No, wait, no. Set is the god of death.
God of death.
Or he's the jackal. Well, he's one of the... quote, set beast, unquote, which is like a jackal, alligator, crocodile...
I'm basing
beast.
Half my knowledge of...
But you're thinking of Sekhmet. Sekhmet is the lion goddess of war.
Okay. I'm basing half my knowledge of Egyptian gods off of Assassin's Creed Origins, and the other half of it off of Gods of Egypt.
That's Credo? Okay, Gods of Egypt is... They don't have mechs in ancient Egypt.
That took you a second. That took you a second to realize what I said.
I wish ancient Egypt had mechs.
There's nothing saying they didn't.
The gods of Egypt could take on many forms. Like a sick Gundam.
I think... So you know how like people say that like science ruins things? Like most of the time people use that in conjunction with like feathered dinosaurs.
Feathered dinosaurs are cool though.
Feathered dinosaurs are cool.
Want to talk about...
No, hold on. I have a point to make. You can talk about your thing when I'm done talking about mine. Okay?
What was doing out there? It must have gotten our distress signal.
I'm gonna pause this so that this chick doesn't talk over me either. So the thing that I genuinely think science ruined is Egyptian gods. Because here's the thing. I learned years ago that the fact that Egyptian gods are depicted in pictographs as having human bodies and animal heads does not mean that that's how they appeared to people. It just means that they could take either form. And I'm sitting here like, no, fuck you, they were furries, and that's fine. I don't care what science says.
My interpretation is that there could be any combination of the two. That was always how I read that, as they weren't explicitly like animal-headed.
I'm gonna hack the door to
No, they had animal heads.
Get in there and find the comm control.
I will die on this hill.
No, I mean they could show up as like humans with animal heads, or they could show up like it was like I assumed it was like they could freely like shape like morph between the two shapes.
Anyways, all hail Sobek.
Well, Sobek's the alligator. Right?
All hail Sobek.
Oh yes. But yeah, I was gonna say, it's like, you want to talk about science ruining velociraptors and dinosaurs with feathers?
I mean, that I don't have any problem
Fuck you, Riptor with feathers and the cybernetics is one of the coolest character designs in Killer Instinct. And she can breathe fire.
Oh, that's right.
Science improved that design.
I forgot that Riptor was established as female.
Yeah. She's the pack leader.
Finally, the female representation in video games we needed.
So
Hey, Venom Lad, welcome to the Shark Stream.
Speaking of Killer Instinct.
Speaking of Killer Instinct, let's get into Killer Instinct
Killer
now.
Instinct's good, but a thing that's like makes Killer Instinct matchups kind of goofy at points is that every character has.
Oh god, hold on. What did I just? Oh fuck! Stop. There's another one. Oh god!
There's many.
Just ascends and descends. Whoa!
Hey, chain reactions are fun.
Bada bing! Oh fuck!
Okay, now I'm good.
Oh. Oh no! Oh shit! I don't like any part of this. There are several parts of this, and I don't like any of them. I'm going to remove some of the parts of this I don't like.
Wait, so live? Damn.
I'm working on it. Hold on.
You didn't die instantly from the Ripper? You're tough.
Yeah, these are the tough ones. Anyways, quarantine lifted. So what were you talking about?
Okay,
I'm
so
sorry.
everyone in Killer Instinct has one victory animation.
Right.
Which leads to some things that don't make sense, like Orchid killing someone who's against Ultratech and going one step closer to wiping out Ultratech.
Oh, but she says that when she
says that no matter who she kills, even if she like kills Jago, who is anti-Ultratech, is like one step closer to wiping out Ultratech. But the good thing is Riptor's victory animation is she jumps on top of someone, like they don't show you, but she jumps on top of the person she beats and then starts chewing into them and then breathes fire upwards.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's like if she's fighting Aganos, who is this giant rock golem,
right?
It's like she's making like weird like fleshy sounds, and it's like, you're eating rocks. But it doesn't sound like rocks, but hey.
Stone flesh.
Better for your digestion.
I guess?
Yeah. Also, play Killer Instinct. It's free. And it has good netcode. So, which means you'll play people online, and even if they're using Wi-Fi, it won't be a bad fight.
I have Killer Instinct.
Killer Instinct good.
I got Killer Instinct specifically to buy Arbiter.
Arbiter's free now.
I know, but I bought him.
The gold edition is free.
I know, but I bought him because I fucking love the art. I don't think it's Keith David in that one. So okay,
no, right. You're right.
Think
my friend
the
complains
Arbiter.
that's not Keith David.
I think the Arbiter in Killer Instinct is a different Arbiter.
It's an amalgamation of the Arbiters. But
that's always kind of a weird
different
thing.
Voice actor because he specifically says, "I've silenced truth and quenched the flood," so it is meant to be the Arbiter from Halo.
Okay.
But they just got a different voice actor because I guess Keith David was like, "Nah."
Keith David was busy.
Yeah, Keith David was busy.
Keith David is a prolific actor. He gets busy sometimes.
But yeah, the Arbiter doesn't have the armor by default. I think it's like from a different. I think the armor is
the Arbiter that he has is the Halo 5 armor.
Yeah, but if you equip his classic outfit, then you can customize it to be the ones from previous games, I think.
Yeah.
I think it's all the old games. Yeah. Arbiter's weird, but in like a good way. But there's
I like Arbiter because he is my boyfriend.
my friend plays Arbiter because he likes Halo.
Yeah.
And he complains about how there is a
Arbiter's hot and he can get it. Sorry, continue.
Yeah, there's a small thing.
Oh fuck!
There's a small detail about Arbiter's moveset that you lose if you're playing on a fight stick or on a keyboard, which Arbiter's grenade button
is the grenade button.
It's
for
the right
Halo.
bumper. But I think that's like so it's like why is he throwing why is a heavy kick grenade?
Because video games. There's another. I feel like there was another game that did that, where like they mapped out the buttons for a specific character so that it was like you were playing it, playing like the game that character was from. It's kind of similar to what Smash did with like some of the Fightan game.
Yeah,
characters.
Ryu.
Ah!
You're too tall.
I don't like any part of
And you have, like,
this.
6 arms. The fuck? Yeah, the thing with Ryu and Smash is that Ryu has 6 buttons. Light, medium, heavy, punch, kick. But Smash doesn't have punches or kicks or strengths.
Right.
So the way that they got around it is that it is based on how long you press the button.
Mm-hmm.
Which, I don't know if it's intentional, but it might be a throwback to the really bad idea Capcom had when they made the first Street Fighter cabinets, is that they had 2 buttons. A giant rubber button for punch, and a giant rubber button for kick.
Like you do.
And the way it worked was you got the button strength depending on how hard you press the button. Which is like, it sounds neat, it sounds intuitive.
But those
until
buttons
you
are going to
realize
break
that
really
kids
quickly.
are just going to the cabinet and just smashing those buttons with their fists to get the hardest, the strongest.
Kids going
And
fucking
then-
ham on these
And then
buttons.
after I think like a couple weeks, Capcom was getting so many people being like, "Hey, we need replacement parts.
Yeah, these buttons
How
don't
much
work
is this
anymore.
going to fucking cost us?" And then Capcom was like, "Shit, we need a different system. 6 buttons." And then that's how you get the classic 6 buttons.
And now you
Because
know
Capcom made a really bad decision
the rest of the story.
with no foresight.
Repeatedly denied by Captain Matthias. He won't say it, but everyone on the bridge knows why. This is an illegal operation and a prohibited...
Illegal operation.
We've all known for months, and we kept our mouths shut. Not anymore. Mayday! Mayday!
I'm going to open my mouth wide and just vomit everywhere.
I don't believe this. The whole comm system is offline. Now we've gone too far. Bailey out.
Wee. I mean, yeah, honestly, I'd play Castlevania Judgment on stream just because I like Castlevania. Oh. Whoa! That looks kind of goofy. Also, Castlevania Judgment was a gift from frequent Shark Stream collaborator JB. And like, I haven't touched it yet. Though to be fair, it's been a while since I've been active on my Wii U at all.
Their comms array is in bad shape. We need at least 6 working dishes for a strong enough signal. Make sure they're aligned to the matcher plate so there are no power cuts.
I'm trying to remember though. Castlevania Judgment's like an arena fighter, isn't it? Exile just yelled "yeah" from the other room. I was just kind of thinking out loud. You didn't actually have to answer.
Castlevania Judgment is more like Soul Calibur, where it's like a big arena. But I think it's more like freeform than Tekken and Soul Calibur.
Hello, Calamity.
I
How
don't
are
know
you
if it's
doing?
who you're thinking of, but another character whose buttons are mapped to be like a different game is in Skullgirls. Robo Fortune plays like Robo Kai from Guilty Gear.
that means none of these words mean anything to me.
Okay, so
I know who Robo Fortune is, but like
so
everything else.
So you have the normal. I'm sorry for the audio listeners because I'm going to be gesturing with my hand to make this clear to Gage. I'll try to make this as clear as possible.
You should apologize to me too, because I'm not going to look at you the entire time that you do.
Okay. So the 6-button layout is you have 3 buttons on top, 3 buttons
Right.
on bottom.
Right.
Like I said, light, medium, heavy, left to right, and then punches on top, kicks on bottom.
Yep.
Guilty Gear says, fuck that shit, get that out of my face. We going. Kick, top left. Punch, bottom left.
Kick, punch. It's all in the
Slash.
mind.
Heavy slash in middle
Slash?
and top right. Heavy slash. And
Like
then,
with a sword?
Yes. And
Okay.
then bottom right is dust.
Well, hold on.
Yeah.
What?
So, if you're looking at the 6-button layout, it makes like an upside down U shape.
Okay.
So, the way it works in Guilty Gear is that kick and punch are your like fast but close buttons.
Kick and punch are
And
all
then-
in the mind.
Slash and heavy slash are your long-reaching, very unsafe but big damage buttons that go really far.
So what the fuck is dust?
Dust. I don't know why it's called dust.
Why is
But
it
what
called
dust does is it hits overhead, which means that if someone is blocking but crouching to like stop you from like kicking their feet out, if they're blocking, they use dust because it's overhead. It'll like hit them and then they'll go flying. So that's why Robo Fortune's her standing heavy kick has her like take her tail off and then like a golf club like hit you and like it'll hit overhead and make you go flying because it's a dust button, not a normal heavy kick button.
Fighting games are weird.
And I think she also she shares animations with Roakai from Guilty Gear Accent Core. I don't think he's from Plus R. I think he's just in basic Accent Core.
Video games are weird. Just kind of in general.
You say this as you're trying to fight a cosmic horror rock that turns people into weird zombies,
It's true.
and you're fighting them with the equivalent of a blowtorch.
Yep. Video games are weird. So that's actually another thing I want to talk about. So I mentioned before that the exact motivations of the marker within the Dead Space series are inconsistent from game to game because they were really just kind of figuring things out as they went along in some cases.
My favorite.
In addition to that, the exact notion of what Dead Space means also changed. Because the initial thing was that, so the red marker...
I thought it was that people were dead in space.
No. So hold on.
In response to your SOS, we picked up your escape pod number 47 and our route.
Oh, that's bad.
This message will repeat every 30 seconds until you respond.
What? Isn't that the escape pod Hammond jettisoned? One of those things was on board. No. No, this isn't going to happen. USM Valor. Come in, Valor.
Oh, she's gonna die.
Strong enough. I'm going to
Kendra?
open the last door.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Don't.
Blast door blockage detected. Please contact the repair technician.
Oh, yeah, it looks like there's some
Isaac,
horror
there's
meat
something big on
blocking the door.
directly above the comms array. Something organic. I don't know what it is, and I don't care. We have to get the doors open to transmit to the Valor. You should have a clear shot from ADS Cannon 48.
Aim down sight
Get to the
cannon?
and blow it out into space.
Turret sequences!
This one
My
is
favorite.
a little bit better than the first one. Okay, so,
So you're saying that the Dead Space is weird?
yeah,
Different.
so the initial version was that in this game, the red marker, which is the marker in this game, was specifically designed to work with the pedestal that it was placed on in order to keep the hive mind, which is the final boss, confined within Aegis 7.
I thought they were all good.
No. There's the red marker, there's the black marker. Dead Space 2 has like a gold marker. Anyways,
And then there's
Now-
the Isaac marker.
the way that they did that is because markers create
A distortion field?
a field of dead space around them in which the necromorphs cannot survive.
So the marker's good? When they're on the pedestal?
So this is what I mean when I say that like the motivation of the marker is inconsistent.
Does it only do that when it's on the pedestal?
The red one does. Well, the red so in Dead Space Downfall, the first award-winning animated movie. It's not award-winning, but
It won the award that Visceral Games gave it.
it won the award that I just made up. Best Dead Space Downfall. So
Best use of Isaac Clarke in a film.
Dead Space Isaac Clarke isn't in it.
Did they not even mention him?
No.
Damn. Sucks to be Isaac Clarke, not even mentioned in your own movie.
He gets mentioned in Dead Space Aftermath.
Get fucked.
So, it still has the field of Dead Space in it in Dead Space Downfall because one of the characters takes shelter near it and the necromorphs can't come close. Mm-hmm. But it needs to be joined with the pedestal in order to keep the hive mind at the planet. So this got thrown out the fucking window, not even just in like future games, but also kind of in this game, because there's times in this game where you're just hanging out around the marker and necromorphs will still come right up to you.
So that's why I asked. It was like, shouldn't the marker being on this ship, if it's strong enough to protect an entire planet from necromorphs, doesn't that mean it should be able to cover the ship with anti-necromorph?
No, again, that's the pedestal also.
Okay. And it's not
when it's just when it's the implication is that when it's just on its own, it's much of a tighter sphere.
Okay.
This is also additionally supported by the novel Dead Space Martyr, where the marker induces a hallucination in a scientist who, under a different marker hallucination, injects himself with necromorph DNA.
Oh. Okay.
He receives he's also one of like the early unitologists who like reveres it like religiously.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant the guy who unitologists revere.
No. This is like an early
different scientist.
Yeah. So because this is at a point where just like people are like, "Yo, Altman, you've gone to this thing multiple times. You're one of the few people who aren't like super fucking nuts being in this thing's like thing. You're like an unwilling prophet." And Altman's just like, I genuinely don't want this.
What's my secret? I'm always crazy.
I'm
crazy with my hatred of unitology.
And someone
Right.
used the word unitology. I'm just like, ah.
Okay, so I'm going to be... Oh, yeah. No. Finish.
So then, this of course also gets thrown out in Dead Space 2, which Dead Space 2 starts some of the threads that lead into like what Dead Space 3 sort of confirms as what convergence is, where the idea of convergence and being made whole is the creation of a brethren moon.
I'm assuming that's just slap all living life into one giant jello mess.
One giant meat moon
Yes.
with a bunch of tentacles.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Convergence is good. Also, just real quick, I like that you can just see what looks like mother brain through that slat.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a sec.
Yeah, you can be patient.
But like I do know that there are people that are just like, what? They just turns you into a big meat moon? That's dumb. That shouldn't be what convergence is. And it's just like, well, I mean, they kind of start showing that off in Dead Space 2.
Anytime anything throws out the words convergence, or the grand unification, or making everyone whole, it generally means y'all are going to get thrown together and turn into a giant blob.
It's going to be a meat moon.
Yeah, it's going to be a meat something. So if people were like, what? That's what convergence is? It's like, yo.
But like in
what did you expect?
But you see in Dead Space 2, when you let the necromorphs into the secret wing of government sector, and they start converging around the giant fucking marker that they created.
Yeah, the synthetic marker.
This is the golden synthetic marker. Convergence starts, and there's like a bomb, and you see like all the necromorphs rise, just like fucking rising into the air, because they're going off to make a meat moon.
Gamers rise up.
Gamers rise up.
Okay, so I'm gonna be real. I thought it was called Dead Space because there's a lot of dead people in space.
No. So, well, I mean, yes, but also
I thought
in
it was
Dead Space 3, we get a new meaning of Dead Space.
There's a bunch of dead people in space.
No. What it is the confirmation that there is, in fact, no other intelligent life. It's all just dead space.
Oh. So basically, there's no drawbacks or consequences or repercussions of us destroying all these planets.
Basically.
Hey, your Wi-Fi symbol is showing you 2 bars.
Fuck. Oh no, my Wi-Fi.
You need 3 bars.
I
to
need
be
3
able
bars
to
to
do-
be able to defeat this alien.
You need 3 bars to go onto ranked mode in fighting games right now, Isaac. You gotta beat this weird meat monster in a 1st to 10 in Marvel 3 on Steam. And the Meat Moon plays Morrigan.
What?
Morrigan Doctor Doom is basically like, hey, do you like getting shot at with projectiles?
I don't like getting shot at in the first place.
Well, guess what? Morrigan is just, yo, we're gonna throw out tons of projectiles.
Ah, so like a Belmont.
What if the Belmont could throw... Okay, imagine Simon and Trevor Belmont could do that from the full screen instead of from like 10 feet away.
What? You mean they can't?
No.
What game have you been playing?
Smash.
No, I know. I make lethal joke.
Imagine if Fox's gun actually hurt you in Smash.
Oh, okay. I mean, it does. It just doesn't stagger.
But he always yelled something every time he shot, like every trigger pull.
Fire!
Not like, yeah, he was like,
Ooh, ah!
laser, laser. So not only are you taking damage, you're also being engaged in psychological warfare.
I see.
And then Dr. Doom's there going like, hidden missile. Hidden
What?
missile. And then missiles are raining on you from above.
Dr. Doom's a fucking nerd.
But hey, he went to hell that one time.
It's true.
Did you know Dr. Doom's a wizard?
Yeah.
It's true.
I think he's a good guy right now.
He's a Doom guy. Is he infected with Dooms? Is that what it's called, Dr. Doom?
Ugh.
Dr. Doom.
Let's see how the USM Valor's doing. Oh, hey man, you taking a little nap? Taking a little nap? Oh. That's no good.
Yeah, a little too late.
Oh, shit! No, 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 no.
Oh, is that the Valley?
No, 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 no. Don't you do it. Don't you do it.
Can you actually blow it up?
Don't you do it. Oh, no. Don't worry, that's not a fail state. You can't actually blow it up.
Damn.
You can't blow it up. There's an entire level in there.
I didn't know that.
Hammond!
Isaac, are you there? Thank God you're alright. I've been trying to reach you. Someone's been blocking my rig signal remotely. A crash must have interrupted the signal block.
Is it the marker?
Where have you been?
Nope, Hammond's actually there.
No, I mean, it's the marker what's blocking it.
I don't know. It's weird. It's probably Kendra.
I'm calling aboard on the mission. Fuck the CEC and fuck the chain of command. We have to get the hell out of here. I think I've located a shuttle on the crew deck. Flight log says it needs a new singularity core, but we can probably salvage one from the Valor. I can see the tail end of it sticking out from the side of the Ishimura. I'm headed down there now to find a way inside. I'll meet you there. Hammond out.
So who is him? Like, what is his position?
We might have a chance of getting
He's the leader of the bunch. You know him well. He's finally, he's just he leads this whole mission.
He's not the captain, right? Because the captain dead.
The captain of the Ishimura is. He's the captain of the ship we came in on, kind of, sort of. That last part of the crafting, only good things about DS3. The gun crafting in DS3 is actually kind of cool. It's just it's also paired with microtransactions.
Oh, fun! Would you like to buy
10 piece of gun
charcoal for $9.99? 99 EA bucks?
I would love to spend EA fun buck. No, it would have been. So
would you like to purchase one EA buck for
were the microtransactions
$2?
just more resource bots? No, the microtransactions weren't more resource bots. They were more resources. You basically just get like resource packs that allow you to make stuff. But
and let me guess, there were resources you could only buy with EA fun bucks.
No.
Okay, thank God.
Thankfully, but it definitely helped you with like.
I think I can only build with this super plasma cutter with some electronic argonite.
Argonite.
Let me build some electronic argonite using these expanded argonium crystals.
Yeah, all things considered, you could go through the entirety of Dead Space 3 without getting any microtransactions. And even if you wanted to buy one of the resource boxes...
Let me guess, that service is no longer available.
No, it is. It super is. Because I've used it.
What?
Well, hold on.
Gage!
No, let me explain. Because there are certain items that you can find by sending out your resource collecting bots that allow you to exchange those items for the resource boxes.
Okay. So basically, you're like, I'll buy the EA box
using
with
in-game currency
with resources instead of EA fun bucks. Enhanced argonium.
Exactly. So here's a wild fucking thought for you.
Mm-hmm.
Dead Space started and ended within the life cycle of Microsoft points. So Dead Space 3
More
still...
importantly, it lived and died within 360.
Yeah, and it hasn't seen any sort of like re-release or anything. But so
honestly, I think that maybe I think it's important to let stories end.
Well, that's the
and I know that gamers hate that idea.
So Dead Space 3 doesn't exactly end on the best note. Is the thing. Like they could have definitely used a fourth game. There's a lot of plot threads that weren't tied up.
I'll say it again. Dead Space should have ended it too. I know you would. I know that like
I highly disagree, but
it's
okay.
a bad ending for Isaac, but also it's. I feel like this is the kind of game where it's like expecting a happy ending is like it's not that kind of game or that story. Like it's a cosmic horror story.
Hello, sir.
Hello, tall man.
Hello, Slendy boy. Stop that. Stop that. Stop that. Stop. Stop.
Your bullets. Your precious bullets.
Get out of here.
It's not like you have like 70 more.
Ka-chunk. They re-released DS3. I really hope they'd rebalance solo mode for, well, solo and solo.
Oh,
Being
right.
biased entirely around multiplayer.
Forgot that you have to play it with co-op.
You don't have to.
With an AI.
No.
Oh, do you not get an AI in solo mode?
No.
Okay.
Here's a fun fact about Dead Space 3. Also, hello, Spray Kool-Aid. Welcome to the Shark Stream. I am doing well. Dead Space 3 is true drop-in, drop-out co-op.
Oh.
And they worked really hard to make that happen. You can start a game, someone can drop in as the second player, and they can drop out, and I would assume it interrupts your game slightly, but you can just keep going afterwards.
Do they scale with you? Or are they...
I think it uses your save data.
Okay. I was like... Is it like that MMO thing of I'll carry my level 1 friend through this level 70 dungeon, so that way they can power level.
I'm pretty sure, and I hope so, because I would like. I'm gonna probably try to
Dead Space 3 Sherpa.
listen. I'm gonna try and get someone to do Dead Space 3 with me. And I would like to be able to run around as John Carver with the foam finger gun.
Foam finger fights.
I'll get to that in a
Is
second.
John Carver the Red Isaac?
Yes. It's good to meet another Dead Space fan. Yes, it is. Hello. I'm glad to have you here. I fucking love this series so much. Going through DS3 solo was horrible last time I remember anyway. Last time I went through it solo, I actually streamed that. I played classic mode so that I could unlock the foam finger gun. And I got it, and it's great. I highly recommend it.
What is a foam finger gun?
Okay, so... in Dead Space 2, if you beat the game on the hardest difficulty, where you get 3 manual saves.
Wait, do you mean like a baseball game foam finger? Like
Yes.
the other one? Oh, okay.
Okay, so if you beat Dead Space 2 on the highest difficulty with 3 manual, which allows you 3 manual saves, and that's it. You can use like checkpoints and stuff.
Like Resident Evil, like hardcore.
Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
You unlocked a foam finger gun. Main function was bang bang. Secondary fire was pew pew.
Like it just makes noise, bang bang and pew pew.
Isaac just says it,
Bang bang.
and things die.
Oh, things actually die?
Yes, it's the most powerful weapon in the game.
Oh. Okay.
So Dead Space 3, Dead Space 3's gun crafting has you create a gun that has like an upper tool and a lower tool.
Like an underbarrel and a barrel mount.
Yeah, so like you can make like a thing that's like a combination of like a machine gun and a shotgun, with machine gun on the primary fire, shotgun on the secondary fire. Because of that, they altered the foam finger gun to be devil horns. Same thing, bang bang, pew pew.
Okay.
It's great. Okay, let's.
I will say is like, a thing I always enjoy is like, but it's very hard for me to find something that like actually gets it right or gets what I want. I also had this with like Fallout 4 when they were first showing off Fallout 4.
Hold on.
Get him. Tie his shoelaces together.
Yeet. Anyways, Fallout 4.
So Fallout 4, like in like the launch trailer, they like showed off like, hey, look, when you craft, you can customize your gun and like swap out all these parts, and you'll be able to like make this thing like looks different. And it's like, but it's hard to find like a game that like promises like, hey, you can customize your equipment and like mishmash, but like it like actually looks like it's like properly stitched together. And so, and aside from like how it actually looks in Fallout, where it's like there's really only like 8 guns, and like there's subtle differences to like the visual appearance.
Yeah, generally in Dead Space 3, when you slap together a gun, like you can see all of the pieces that you use for it. Like I can pull out. So one of my favorite gun. I'm gonna go ahead and save. One of my favorite guns that I made in Dead Space 3 is this thing called the Mjolnir. Top tool is fucking lightning bolt. You just shoot lightning at things, and it's chain lightning. So if there's a bunch of enemies together, it zaps between them. It gets weaker with each shot.
Yeah.
But like I had it busted to the point that like it would the thing that I shot first would die immediately, then everything else would die with a second shot.
Okay.
And then the bottom tool is a pneumatic hammer. So if you get like up close and personal, you just fucking beat the shit out of things.
Someone.
So let's see here.
Basically, what I'm saying is like, have you? I don't know if you've ever seen it, but like in like every like a lot of Gundam games. Oh.
Good, you made it inside. Listen, I just found
Also, welcome back, Spray Kool-Aid.
I don't think their presence here is a coincidence. They're not on reconnaissance and they're not on patrol. This ship is prepped for war. They're on a secret spy mission. Do you hear me?
Isaac, I've lost him again.
There's something out here Earth Gov didn't want people to find.
Like the marker. Probably not though.
No, it's the marker.
The marker, just coincidence.
Dead Space 3 is bad, but the thing that makes me like it more than Dead Space 2 is the gunplay and the atmosphere and the weapon system. People play Dead Space 3 because it was co-op. I do want to play Dead Space 3 co-op, simply because playing it co-op, playing the second character is a different experience from playing as Isaac. Entirely. There's shit because...
Isn't he like more gunny than Isaac?
No, he is exactly as gunny as Isaac.
Okay.
But that guy... So by Dead Space 3, Isaac is more or less fine. Like, he's still got like a twinge of the fuck up in his head that he can like read marker script and stuff like that.
Okay.
But he's not having crazy hallucinations anymore.
And he also doesn't have a marker field.
John Carver is Isaac Clarke in Dead Space 1. Or, no, he's Isaac Clarke in Dead Space 2.
So full-on marker contaminated?
So, full-on marker crazy.
Okay.
He
Right, doesn't he
has,
like, see more enemies or something like that?
He has hallucinations that Isaac does not see when you're playing as him.
So it looks to the Isaac
the person
player
who is playing as Isaac
just
does not
sees
see
him
them.
just go bang, bang, bang,
Just
bang,
sees
get
him
away.
going fucking nuts.
Yeah.
There is a
Okay,
there is a co-op side quest. So Dead Space 3 has side quests.
Uh-huh.
There are side quests that are specific for co-op. There is one co-op side quest in Dead Space 3 that I would assume both players see it exactly the same. Because otherwise it would be really boring for the Isaac player. But essentially, you go through this entire co-op side mission. My TV went dark again. That's concerning. You go through this entire co-op side mission, and by the end of it, Isaac looks to Carver and just like, Carver, are we going to do anything? We've just been standing on the elevator for like 5 minutes. And Carver's just like, what? And I think that's cool.
Yeah.
I think that is a neat thing to do with that co-op.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, because his wife and kids died. Because, God, what was it with the wife and kid? Like, I read I haven't finished reading the comic, but I have the comic. But, like, they were on some station. They were helping Ellie and her marker buster buddies.
Marker busters.
And, like, there was some shit going on. They turned into necromorphs, blah, 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 blah. And, yeah, the gunplay in Dead Space 3 is fantastic. It's not a good game, unfortunately. Just kind of in general. That game does Ellie dirty. Which sucks, because Ellie is my favorite character in Dead Space 2.
The one from 2? The one that, like, saves Isaac?
Yeah, and then she gets her fucking eye stabbed out, and she's got a sick-ass eye patch.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant, like, she gets killed with, like, okay.
No, she survives. And then just the third game does her dirty. And it has this whole completely just inane, unneeded, romantic triangle thing, which would just be so much better if people just fucking talk to each other. And the fucking other dude who's like vying for her love or whatever is just the worst character. I hate him. He's so bad. I'm so glad that, like, I think when I played that game for classic mode last time, after he dies in the plot, I severed his head and threw it over a cliff. Cause fuck that guy.
God.
Yeah. But yeah, Ellie gets done dirty by Dead Space 3. Like, cause here's the thing, Ellie in Dead Space 2 is super fucking cool.
Mm-hmm.
She looks like shit in Dead Space 3. Like, they tried to sexy her up. Like, they gave her a low-cut shirt that shows off her cleavage and everything, and they gave her, like, plumper lips, it looks like, almost. But it just looks awkward, and I don't like it.
That's my favorite. Yeah. So, like I was gonna say, is like, in Gundam games, where you get to customize your Gundam, they don't put anything new, they're just like, here's all the things from all the shows, and you just like whatever head you want, whatever torso you want with any legs. You can even mismatch the legs in some of them, and mismatch the arms.
You can make this Gundam look like shit if you want.
You can slap this gun onto this arm and this big ass axe into this tiny arm, and put this like tiny little buckler on your back.
Do you want to make a cool Gundam? Like, you can make a cool Gundam. Do you want to make a Gundam that looks like just the worst fucking trash garbage?
You want to make a
Go
Gundam,
for it.
You want to make a Gundam that looks like you were trying to get off a deserted island, and you're just putting shit together from what you can salvage from 5 beat-up Gundams?
Fucking Gilligan's Island-ass Gundam.
Oh, okay.
No, it's fine. Don't worry. That's a game effect.
Yeah,
That's
I
not
assume
TV.
so, but it's still disorienting. But yeah, like I like when a game that is like, hey, you can customize your gear.
Oh shit!
Most often they don't go as like, they don't go like the visuals in a
Ow.
Gundam game where you get to like actually see like make your thing look like it's actually like, duct taped together. I guess like another good example is like Dead Rising, where it's like
You actually duct tape stuff.
where you just slap things together and just make them work. Like that, I like that kind of like visual like aesthetic of just like, yo, my shit's just like, I just salvaged like from like 10 broken things and just got all these parts.
Mm-hmm.
I could like make it like just to make one working thing.
Ow! Ah, radioactive. Radioactive. Radioactive.
It sounds
I'm waking up to ash and dust. I wipe my ass and I slap my nuts. Sorry, go on.
I didn't know how the song went.
It's not.
Oh.
I'm making gags.
Oh.
I make lethal joke.
Oh.
Anyway, sorry. Continue.
Yeah, it's like it sounds
Gundams.
like it's very hard for me like to find a game. Like that's why I thought like Fallout 4 was gonna do, because like look, you can slap, make things out of like 2x4s and pipes, and it's like, oh, actually they just show that's the model of the gun. You don't actually get to go that granular. But it sounds like Dead Space 3 is more on like the more granular like customization side.
Yep, it's pretty good. Like, I'll fucking show you Dead Space 3's like gun customization systems after this if you want.
Yeah,
It's
safety lock.
pretty neat. Okay, stuff has been happening in the chat. Yeah, Norton is the worst character. I hate him as well. Good. That's what he deserves.
I don't know who Norton is, but that sounds like the name of a nerd.
He's kind of a dick.
Get fucked, Norton.
Isaac was here. Norton's a loser. They made her the stereotypical chick. Yes, they did. When I was playing Dead Space 3, I was like, what the fuck have they done? But most importantly, EA ruined Dead Space 3. Yeah, they did. A lot of the bad shit in Dead Space 3 is... Oh.
Was that intentional?
Yes.
Okay.
So, the enemies in this game... So, we have stasis, right?
Uh-huh.
We shoot little stasis bolts and it slows things down.
So are we getting to the part where you need to use stasis?
Military guys have these things for military reasons. And when military guys turn into necromorphs, the stasis module fuses with their
So they
own
get-
dang cells.
They get anti-stasis?
They get really fucking fast.
Neat.
You could sum it up with EA happened. Yeah, pretty much any.
Are you telling me EA interferes in games and makes them worse? Like,
What? No.
In the engine room at the back of the ship.
Shadows of the Damned, what are you doing here? Go away, no one mentioned you. Dude, I'm so happy that the villain of No More Heroes 3 is just the EA CEO.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
I am sad goddamn superhero is not a real game. But hey.
Maybe someday.
No, because you're going to kill all those people.
Has Suda51 ever like made like a joke game that he then turned into a real one?
I think that's how he makes all his games.
Probably.
I mean, No More Heroes 2 is a big...
Oh. Don't you do it.
That run animation...
Get back here.
Slap some Scooby-Doo running sound effects to that run animation.
Dead Space 3, but it's modded to have Ed and Eddie sound effects.
Yeah. That's what I want.
The infection process is doing something strange to these soldiers. They all have
Oh,
built-in
okay.
stasis units in their body armor. The infection is merging the stasis unit into their flesh or something.
Ah, flesh.
They move fast.
Spare flesh, ma'am?
Be careful.
If I had a nickel for every time people said fast, real fast, I would have a lot of nickels.
Probably. Y'all want some flesh? Hey, who here likes flesh?
I'll pass. I have enough.
You can never have enough flesh.
I think I can. Thank you very much.
Flash available May 1st. I still like to think that advertisement is just like, oh yeah, they're just straight up advertising porn on the Ishimura tram system.
They're doing like weird VR sex den advertising.
You stop that. You're moving way too fast. Sir, do you have a permit to go that fast? Oh fuck.
Okay, there's...
Stop it.
Their movement is...
Oh god! I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. Whoa! Oh Christ!
Whoa! Where did you come from? Yeah, do you remember the Taken from Destiny?
Yes.
So there's a unit type among the Taken. I believe it's the...
They're like the zombie ones, right?
No, that's the Hive. The Taken are
The Taken are the ghosts.
The Taken are weird ghosts. Yeah, they're just weird, like, ghosts.
I fell off of
things?
Destiny 1 around Taken King, so that's what I'm kind of basing that on.
That's what I feel like.
Yeah, but like...
Are you telling me you don't like Cade 6?
I mean, I love Cade 6. Are you kidding? Cade 6 is the realest.
But also
No.
the fakest.
Just because he is a robot man does not mean he is less person.
Oh, no, I mean, that's it, in lore from Destiny 2 Forsaken. So, like, oh, yeah, okay, he's the character type who's, like, just, it's all an act.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I mean, it's fakest.
Fast necromorphs I don't mind, but the one necromorph that fucking scares me still is the hunter. Isn't the hunter's the regenerator? The hunter, the necromorph that doesn't die, makes my butt cheeks clench every time she's...
Is that the one from the end of 2? The Mr. X necromorph?
I think so. Those ones always came off to me as Babby hive minds, because
I think that is what they are.
They have the same face as the hive mind.
What was it saying? Yeah, there's an enemy among the Taken that move like this, and then to make things even better, sometimes they'll
Even
just
better or worse?
I think it looks cooler. They'll
Okay.
just like be like kind of like not really teleporting, but like flickering forward and like moving like little jumps in time.
That's pretty.
And
good.
then sometimes they just split into two.
Oh yeah, you know,
Like
you
just
do.
another one just like splits off and just like, oh cool, there's more.
Yeah, you know.
So yeah, that's what I'm getting vibes of from these like riot police zombos.
Necromorphs. Go away, ghost wife. Ghost wife, baby, ghost wife.
Man, B-52 sounds weird.
Ghost wife, baby.
I don't know why, but every time I hear like a B-52 song and he comes on, I'm like, this feels creepy.
I am unnerved
I'm
by
weirded
this
out.
man.
Like he just sounds like a carnival barker, but unlike carnival barkers, he sounds like something insidious is happening.
Could you imagine Dead Space in VR? Ooh. I would say that if EA hadn't intentionally killed Visceral, and they did, and they suck for that, I could see them, if they had milked Dead Space more after Dead Space 3,
Yeah.
then they would have definitely made Dead Space VR. But
I feel
instead, they've completely abandoned Dead Space, which sucks.
I feel like there's not many moments that would like be bad for VR. Like there's not many moments where like you're jumping around. Like Isaac kind of moves.
The only
relative...
the only thing would be
When
the
you're, like, in
zero
zero
G
G,
sections, but like even those use like kind of VR controls. Because have you ever seen like somebody like move in a VR game just like, oh yeah, you can
I mean, like the teleport.
like LA Noire VR, where it's just like if you point at this place and press this button, he'll walk there. So like you press the button and you just see Cole Phelps walking.
Oh, I just mean like because like there's sometimes where like if you're moving fast like that, like I remember actually like a really neat thing. Speaking of giant corporations, Ubisoft's Eagle Flight game. I found out about all these really neat little tiny tricks they did to try to combat motion sickness.
Oh, okay.
Because it's a game where you fly around like a bird, which if you have motion sickness,
That would suck.
sucks. But they have all these tiny little tricks to try to like combat it.
That's
like
kinda
for
neat.
example, when you're in the VR, you can see like you can sort of see the eagle's beak, there's also always leaves that will float around with, like, fly in the wind with you in the peripheral, and there's all these other things that try to, like, give your brain points of reference. So
Okay.
that way it, like, helps fight motion sickness. Because a lot of the times, from what I understand, did it just explode?
Oh, hold on. No, you stop that.
I think it's dead, Isaac. But from what I understand, it's like the thing that like triggers motion sickness a lot is just like moving too fast and your brain not knowing where it is. Okay.
Stop. Oh fuck.
Tall dude.
No, fast dude.
Tall fast dude.
Tall fast man.
So it's like, the only thing that like makes me, that's why I'm like hesitant about like saying is like, oh, this will work fine in VR, is like the zero G stuff. I'm curious about how those jumps would feel in VR, because I assume you can have like a lot of like detritus.
Who is this guy?
My name is Terrence Klein.
Oh. So I have a friend.
Why does this look more like a video of a real person than all the other ones?
I don't know. So I have a friend who gets video game motion sickness real bad.
Even like 2D, like not 3-dimensional VR, like their 3D goggles.
It's mostly 3-dimensional stuff, like not just VR.
Yeah, so I mean, like even like they're on a
looking
TV.
looking at a screen. Like,
yeah, that's what I meant. Like not like with 3D glasses or anything.
Mm-hmm. Like the only VR game, or the only games that like they can really like work with. That guy's having a bad time up there. He's still alive. Ooh, excuse me. He's still alive.
Sucks to be him.
Yep. So the only games that they can really play without getting horrible motion sickness is games that have like hard, like not necessarily hard or soft fixed cameras.
Okay.
Like if you can't control the camera, that game will work fine for them.
Oh, you mean like Resident, like classic Resi?
Classic Resi, or potentially something like Devil May Cry,
Okay.
where it's just like
Where the camera is pivoting to like track you, but it's like more or less from a fixed angle.
yeah.
Okay.
They play a lot of like
Also-
Don't Starve.
Also, getting motion sickness from Mirror's Edge. I think Mirror's Edge is a weird FOV, and also like probably has from what I remember, it has like some like motion blur and like other like speed visuals. So
Come on,
I'm
man.
wondering if that might be a reason why.
Oh god, I don't have any fucking stasis right now. Oh fuck.
Well, you're not dead. But I will say is like
Oh shit. Hold on. Whoop. Got him.
I don't get motion sickness, but I have like anytime a game that is first person has motion blur on, I turn that shit off immediately. Not because it makes me sick, but because
It doesn't look great.
It doesn't look great often, and also it's just like it's disorienting.
Mm-hmm.
Especially because like I play like first person shooters like Destiny, and like I used to play Overwatch, and like I turn first person like.
I love how you said that in hushed tones. Like,
Oh,
I
we
can't
don't-
let people know I used to play Overwatch.
We don't talk about that anymore. Dude,
It'll ruin my cred.
I saw that they're in.
It'll ruin my rep.
I saw that they're in competitive season 20, and I was like, it's been going that long. Good lord. Yeah, it's like I play those kinds of games, and I turn off like motion blur because it's like I need to be able to see where people are, or else I lose. So I need to turn that stuff off because it's like it's disorienting, and so it's like seeing motion blur in games like. Or games that make it motion blur like heavy and like, oh, you can't really turn this off. It's like, oof, this sucks for me. I bet it sucks a lot for other people.
Mm-hmm.
Also, is that a Fire Emblem minigame?
It is.
Like in The Evil Within 2? I heard about what happens if you beat the firing minigame.
If you beat
Where
the
Sebastian goes
chain attack, if you get the highest score you possibly can on chain
just
attack.
goes, oof, I guess I better get back to saving my daughter.
I guess I better get back to finding my daughter.
Gee, Sebastian, I wonder why your daughter went missing.
Everything... Evil Within 2 does a good job of, like...
It's very campy.
Not taking itself seriously and really... Oh, hey, man. You good? No.
Oops, he just ragdolled.
Oof, ouch, my bones.
That wasn't animated.
Get out of
Yeah,
here.
I think that's why, like, I know that there's, like, other stuff to the Evil
Go,
Within
be free.
1, but, like, there's just, like, stuff that makes it, like, not really click with me. But then I, like, watched a play, like, the best friends play, like, Evil Within 2. I was like, yo, this is cool as shit! You
Evil
got a
Within
weird
2's
dude
great.
with a camera killing things by freezing them in stasis cubes with his camera.
Stefano is one of the best villains in all of Evil Within.
I think-
Like, between the two games.
He's one of my favorite villains in anything.
He's super good.
I think I like saw like when I watched the part of the Let's Play that like had him show up for the first time. I immediately texted my friend who like also reads JoJo, and I'm like, yo, the Evil Within 2 villain kicks every JoJo villain's ass.
It's very good.
Of course, then I found out that all you have to do is just play hide and seek, and then he dies. Well, how was I supposed to know that?
I mean, Sebastian Castellanos is kind of a badass. Too badass for Stefano.
What are your skills, Mr. Castellanos? Well, I'm 10-time world heavyweight hide and seek
shit.
champion. You're hired as a detective. Don't know why that's relevant.
Sometimes, motherfucker gotta hide.
And seek.
And or seek. In this world, it's seek or be seeken.
Played hide and seek so good. He hid away from his daughter so long she couldn't seek her out anymore. Whoops.
He thought his daughter was dead.
Did he though?
Yes!
He kept on looking for her though.
No, he didn't!
Oh wait, no, you're right. He was in a bar for 10 years.
His wife did!
And then he was in a bar for 10 years.
Go, be free.
So Dead Space.
So Dead Space.
Not
The game that we're playing right now. Not Evil Within. Not Street Fighter Third Strike.
Not
Killer Instinct.
other EA property.
What other EA property? What?
Shadows of, EA messing up other.
Oh, Shadows of the Damned. I still kind of like Shadows of the
EA
Damned, but
meddling
it's
in
like
general.
just EA. Yeah, fucking. I read about some of the stuff that happened behind the scenes of like Alice Madness Returns.
I don't like. I saw that game like, and I was like, I just kind of wrote it off because I just.
The idea of like
got-
dark and gritty Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah, well, it's more like I've gotten so tired of what if Fairy Tale was gritty and really dark and crazy psycho murderer.
To be
I've just
fair,
kind of grown tired of it.
American McGee was one of the first people to do that, so like I can't fault him for that. But apparently EA wanted him to go much harder on like the blood and gore aspects of it, like be more like Dante's Inferno, for example.
Mhm.
That
I thought you were about to say be more like Dante Devil May Cry. I was like, why didn't you do that?
so
Give Alice a devil trigger. Have Alice.
She has one.
Have Alice say she was the one who was going to fill their dark soul with light.
she would be filling her own dark soul with light.
I was supposed to be the one to fill your dark soul with light.
You're not getting like the proper voice crack. Well, what they did was they were like, "Hey, American McGee, this is kind of muted in terms of like the blood and gore. Could you make it a little bit
Bloodier
more,
and gorier?
make it bloodier and gorier?" And so just like, yeah, okay. So he dials it up to like a 10,000%, makes everybody uncomfortable, and they're just like, oh, okay, you can just do what you want. It's okay.
That's how he did it. He just pushed it too far.
He pushed it
and then he
too
was
far, and they were just like, "This is what you wanted, right?"
So I remember seeing someone say that the best way to deal, like, as a graphic designer, this probably applies to a lot of other creative fields. The best way to deal with a client being like, "No, I don't want it like that. I want it like this." If they give you a bunch of revisions, the best way to, like, sometimes solve those clients is just give them the same thing, but tell them you did what they asked. So I just like the idea of American McGee just cranking up to 10 billion. They're like, "Oh, can you tone it down?" And he just tones it down to what it was like before.
Or he
like,
just gives them the earlier build of the game.
Yeah, he just gives them the earlier build. And they're like, "Perfect. This is what we wanted all along.
This is exactly what we wanted." I just let
Modern problems require modern solutions.
like that's just some big dick energy that like just like, yeah, we want this to be like hardcore blood and gore. It's just like, okay, here you go,
He
and just
hands
like
them the disc
oh,
with the game on it, and it's caked
this
in
isn't
gore.
this isn't what I wanted. This isn't what I want. Yeah, it's just like, yeah, that's what I thought.
This is what you wanted, right? This is what you asked for.
But yeah, unfortunately, Alice Returns isn't, or Alice Madness Returns isn't really one of those like big video game meddling stories. Partially because I don't think anyone really expected a lot of it right off the bat anyway. Because like American McGee's Alice is fine. It's a Quake mod. And it works well as a Quake mod, I guess.
Wait, Alice Madness Returns is a Quake mod?
No, Alice Madness Returns is its own thing. American McGee's Alice, the first one, was built on the Quake engine.
Oh, okay. I was like, I saw that gameplay. I don't remember it looking like Quake.
No.
She did not move that fast.
She didn't, no.
She was not rocket jumping over the Mad Hatter.
But you can in the first game. Sort of. I'm probably going to use a med pack. God, I have so many fucking Ripper Blades. Get this shit out of here.
You just reminded me of Quake. I just realized why Isaac looks so familiar to me.
Why is that?
He looks like a Titanfall character.
Yeah. Well,
like the helmet looks like it could be. It's like it looks
I was
like
about
it's
to
Titanfall adjacent.
I was about to say, yes, another
EA property.
Another EA property that they ruined. But it's just like, no, that developer is still okay.
But Titanfall 3 is dead.
Probably.
Because of EA's meddling.
But I mean, they're not doing so bad for themselves otherwise. They got Apex
Yeah.
Legends. Apex Legends was pretty well regarded.
But
They made Jedi Fallen Order.
But I want.
Jedi Fallen Order is apparently super fucking good.
Yeah, also relevant to motion sickness thing. I don't know if you can play Titanfall if you have motion sickness problems.
Probably not. That game is all about movement.
Though I would be interested if it's like a thing where it's like actually that game isn't as bad.
Oh, hey man. See ya.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
something
I was like, why does Isaac look so familiar to me? Why does this seem like my aesthetic? I'm like,
he looks like a
oh,
Titanfall
you fool!
boy.
He looks like a pilot.
He looks like a Titanfall boy. A
Ah.
Titanfall boy.
Give Isaac Clarke a grappling hook.
Please give Isaac Clarke a mech.
His mech is a Big Daddy from PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale.
Didn't we talk about this last time where it's just like, this would all be solved if Isaac Clarke had a Gundam? It's just like, no, because then they just give you Gundam-sized necromorphs like the ones they already have.
That's what I want!
They've already got Gundam-sized necromorphs. We're gonna fight one as the final boss.
Give Isaac Clarke an Ava.
No!
Oh no!
He has too much baggage!
Oh no, the marker infested the Ava, and now it's gone berserk!
Actually, Isaac Clarke probably has just enough baggage to be an Ava pilot.
Also, I'm like thinking about this, I'm like, actually no, Isaac Clarke in the Ava, isn't that basically what happens if the Ava goes berserk and gains superpowers?
Also, the Ava is
I think-
organic thing. It could get infected as a necromorph. Which is kind of what happens to Ava Unit 3.
Is that from Rebuild?
That's
I remember
main
what you're
text.
talking
That's main text.
Yeah, I remember what you're talking about.
It gets a little bit more necromorphy in
Yeah, it
Rebuild,
gets corrupted by
because
Angel.
because it doesn't get a second pair of arms in the main text, but it does in Rebuild.
Yeah, because it turns out.
I always wanted a figure of that one, where he's got like the second pair of arms. I always thought that was really cool.
Let me see what that looks like.
I like the rebuild movies. 3's maybe a little rough, but I'm kind of sad that they're gonna go with the Netflix cast for the 4th one, and probably also a Netflix tier translation for that. I'm not super happy about that.
Show me the gallery.
Someone uploaded Asuka's death on Twitter recently. Asuka dies? What? Asuka doesn't die.
She
Asuka
dies
can never
several
die.
times.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You want to talk about convergence? Human instrumentality,
Oh, yeah.
which I think is way cooler in the original show than what it is in End of Ava.
What is it in the original show?
Okay, so
Okay, no, hold on. Because I asked this genuinely because it definitely was not super clear.
Okay, so the
Ouch,
implication of
I always
the final
figured...
few episodes where they're in the black rooms
Yeah.
is that they are all going through the same process Shinji's going. My reading on that is that human instrumentality
Ouch.
is essentially people facing themselves and going into...
I need... Oh, no!
Oh, no.
Oh, God.
You
Oh,
need-
God. Oh, God.
Chug-
I'm healing as fast as I'm dying. Fuck!
You got it. That's the piece we need. Get to the crew deck.
Thanks. Just no.
gotta get over
almost
there.
Died to
Shit.
fire.
Okay. Ah! Shit! What? I'm behind the thing!
But not.
Fuck you!
You're not hugging it.
I got a hall lug.
Yeah, you got all one. So, end of Ava, or no,
Oh.
ooh, that was fun. So basically, like, everyone's going through the same process as Shinji, going to
Oh,
like,
no.
their own like little like worlds,
Oh, okay, I made it.
and like facing themselves, and essentially moving on to like their own ideal world. My like, I like read it as
Ooh.
there's a bit where like Shinji goes to like the high school AU and all that, like, oh, is this Shinji's ideal world or whatever?
Oh, real quick. No, you didn't spoil anything, Venom Lad. I've seen all of Ava. Don't worry.
Also, it's a 20-year-old show.
It is.
And then
And technically speaking, Asuka makes it through the end of Ava. Sort of.
Sorry. But then End of Ava's like, no, Shinji's the only one that matters. Only Shinji gets his ideal world. And I'm like, that's...
And his ideal world is Big Red Goop Land.
his ideal world is, fuck the Ark, fuck all that shit, end it.
Cool.
Hammond, why does it sound like you're being recorded in, like, a closet?
Because he's behind a pane of glass.
Oh, is he? Okay.
Yeah, see? Also, Hammond's dead now. Hammond's really dead right now.
Shouldn't you heal? You're like one hit.
I don't have any more healing items.
Oh.
I use them all up, trying not to fucking burn to death.
Good thing you have an assault rifle. To take down 1-2-1 feral necromorphs.
Hold on.
Oh, it's not dead. Okay, sorry.
Oh. Okay, and both arms are off. Hey, Hammond. Don't worry, Hammond. We're both gonna get out of here. Don't you worry. Oh, God, you look terrible, actually. Never mind. I'm just gonna go. Thank you for explaining the joke. you
Oh,
guys.
extreme radiation. Lovely.
Delicious.
Slurp up that radiation.
I'm just gonna absorb it into my entire being.
You know, Isaac, if you just take off your helmet now, the radiation will clear the marker out of your head.
If you take your helmet
Along
off
with
now,
everything else.
the radiation will make you immune to necromorphitis. That's not what that's called.
No, you turn into a super necromorph.
You get all of their strengths and none of their weaknesses.
they call you the Dead Walker.
The Dead Walker.
Because you're dead. Because you're
Space.
necromorph.
You're dead space. You are the dead space, Isaac. Perhaps. So
But
that's it,
maybe
huh?
maybe
We're the Patsies. We're some kind of dead space.
You know, they say there's dead inside the ship. Maybe.
But there's dead
But maybe
space
there's also
too.
dead in space.
I gotta
3.
leave. That's one of those moments that it's just like, I'm glad that this game has a sense of humor about itself.
Yeah.
That, him being like, I should probably get back to saving my daughter, and then the thing that happens when you get all the upgrades.
Wait, what do you get when you got all the upgrades?
So the upgrade screen in Evil Within 2 is
it a
you
cat?
sitting in, like, that big hallway, and, like, Tatiana's there, she's got the screen.
It's when you're in, like, the detective office, right?
Yeah, but then, like, you sit down in the chair, and, like, Tatiana shows up, and she's got, like, the screen that, like, you zoom into to get the upgrades. If you, oh, fuck!
Doesn't she, like, recommend you buy shit by, like, basically insulting you?
Yeah.
Like, oh, you look a little slow there, detective.
Yeah.
Maybe you should invest in some goddamn running powers.
Why don't you, like... But yeah, what
If
it
you're
is
having,
that...
Oh, right, I remember it's like, if you're having trouble in direct confrontations, maybe invest in some subtlety or subterfuge or something like that.
But yeah, if you unlock all of the upgrades, then fireworks go off, she gets a party hat, and she blows on like a streamer thing. Yeah, one of those.
And then she's like,
And then she's just like, you did it. You're the best version of yourself.
you have succeeded in human instrumentality. Sebastian Castellanos.
Human instrumentality is basically...
Congratulations.
Listen, that's basically...
Congratulations.
That's basically what STEM terminals are.
Congratulations.
Is human instrumentality, if we're being real here.
STEM terminals are Avas.
How about that? So how about that Thundercats Roar, guys? I haven't seen it. I've heard it's a kids show, which is all it ever really set out to be.
I mean, wasn't Thundercats always a kid show?
It's like, yeah, but it's like one of those 80s kids shows.
That people just haven't let go?
Sort of. And then they did like that show in like the 2000s that people really liked, but like the networks fucked
didn't get
over.
like half a season?
It got a season.
Oh, I thought it didn't even finish.
No, well, I don't actually know if it finished, but they released all the episodes. You can like watch
Maybe
all
they
of
just
them.
didn't
They're
want
on Verve right now.
Maybe they just didn't while they were.
But like it was.
Yeah, I remember hearing the Cartoon Network pulled it pretty soon.
It was it was well received, but the network kind of fucked it
Yay! My favorite.
by like not giving it like a consistent scheduling or anything like that, and not really pushing it particularly hard and stuff like that.
Which is weird because remember like there was like a ton of advertisements for like the first episode, and then nothing after that.
Yeah, that's how they do. But yeah, I don't really. Oh.
Isaac, I've located the shuttle Hammond found.
Things have gone poorly here.
No good. That shuttle's brain dead.
Things
Someone
went
removed the
well
navigation
anyway
cards. God knows why. There's 3 of them.
I mean, things weren't going well here to begin with, but this is definitely like a sharp downturn.
If you can find those parts, I think we can get that shuttle operational again.
Objective and active. Objective added.
Okay, what did he say?
Back at it again with the
Now
unitology.
playing Hot Duo.
Hot deal.
Crime was their passion. Bronson Fuel Cakes.
That looks like a gay movie. That looks like lesbians.
Feel.
Bronson Fuel Cakes.
Mechanics Field
The new music
June
collection
11th.
transmits this Friday.
Virtual Concert June 11th. Coming soon. Kitty Kitty Bang Bang. Isn't that an actual movie? I feel like I've heard
Bang
a movie
Bang. I
with
feel.
almost-
No, you're thinking Faster Pussycat Kill Kill.
Maybe?
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
that's exactly what you're thinking of.
Rancid Moon.
Hi, Adri. Welcome to the Shark Stream. Good to see you.
Rancid Moon. Oh, a.k.a.
Foreshadowing.
Convergence.
Rancid Moon, a.k.a. Dead Space 3.
Yeah, I love that. Hey, look, a comic book
Where's the comic book?
on the floor.
Where's
or maybe it's
fucking... No, it's a dinner tray.
No, behind you.
Fuck,
Behind,
okay.
next to you, right there. Or is it,
Is it flesh? It's heavenly bodies.
Oh, because we're in space.
Dead Space.
And
Oh, God.
unitologists. Or at least a marker. Statue.
So yeah, things haven't been going great. Things have maybe taken a turn for the worse
So how's
here on
the
the Ishimura.
How's the rioting and anarchy going during the zombie apocalypse?
Are you winning, son?
Pastor walking...
Oh, shit.
Unitologist pastor walking out the doors of the church sees Isaac Clarke.
Can you imagine,
winning,
like, a
son?
unitology youth pastor?
Does that make me gay? Gay for convergence? You betcha. I wanted to say 0G.
0G basketball. We
Would
are going to
you
have
play
to...
with ping pong battles?
No.
That's
This,
the ping
this
pong
is
battle.
this is just like... I gotta run away
It's
from
not
sports.
actually playing 0G. We just like hitting the basketball with the...
Just gotta hit a basketball with a ping pong paddle. This is sports ball in the future. This is the future of sports ball.
We actually turned the gravity plates up.
So that people get maimed on the 0G basketball court. United We Ascent. So this is, as far as I know, this is the first text document that really starts delving into what the fuck is unitology.
Isaac,
And
get the
it's
fuck out of the
by,
way. Oh, like real Scientology. I mean, what?
What?
Those aren't related. A bunch of millionaires and rich people love it. Oh, it's got stock? Oh, cool. Rich people love it.
Rich people love it.
It's a huge scam.
Rich people love convergence.
But unlike unrelated religion Scientology, it's not trying to scam people out of their money. It's trying to scam them out of their flesh.
Unlike Scientology, unitology
Whoa.
is to a degree actually real.
What is this, Lord?
So you remember Jacob Temple and Elizabeth Cross?
Oh.
Here they are. We have been listening to these two Chuckle Folks audio recordings about how they haven't been able to fix anything.
Wait, I thought Kynes
This
wanted
entire
to
game.
break. Oh, is this the
No, this is
underdog?
Mercer. This is Mercer. He's the bad unitologist.
So you just staked him?
That guy's gonna need some fucking aspirin. So how is everybody doing today? Since we got some folks watching, how is everybody today?
Shouldn't they turn? Or are they just going to turn conveniently after he leaves the room?
Well, they need like an infector form
Oh, right.
to turn them. Head on. Apply directly to the forehead. A big metal stake. Apply directly to the forehead. Bye.
Oh, rock the bridge. Hey,
That dude's still wiggling. Oh,
Look, there's a power-up box. Fuck the dead people.
oh
Go.
shit!
Screw that. Who cares about that? Pickups.
I gotta get that
Go on.
ammo.
Go in there so you can get 10 cents.
I'm gonna get some bucks. I'm gonna get some dollar bills, y'all.
Get out of my way. Get out
Oh,
of
the
my way.
floor's sticky. Gross. Icky pooey. Alright.
Yo, I want to get the big...
I'm gonna get the power
Flamer
up.
ammo. Yay!
They don't give you ammo for guns you don't have.
Flamer ammo. Yay!
They don't give you ammo for guns you don't have. Here's Elizabeth Cross. Bleh. Here Jacob Temple. Bleh.
See, his downfall was the fact that he doesn't have your standard issue engineer suit
If only he was a better
that
engineer.
not a single other engineer wears.
If only
If he had that,
was,
he wouldn't have died from the stake of that. That's all I'm saying.
If only he had been a better engineer. I broke that Xbox. It's true.
Oh, so
Uh-oh. Stinky. Stop.
he's immune.
Stop it. Stop. Cut that out. Quit it.
Okay, he dead. He dead too.
Alright, cool. Time to fight more salad fingers.
Oh yeah, that is way there. Isaac, your suit's looking a little rusty.
Oh, my phone's buzzing. Hold on. Okay. It is Natalie letting me know that she is going to be a little bit late getting out tonight, it sounds like. She's got to boil some rice. You remember when...
Remember Salad Fingers?
Well...
Sadly, yes. Remember when Newgrounds had a Smash Bros. Clone and Salad Fingers was a playable character?
Yes, I do remember that. I'm trying to talk about a thing. Let me speak. Goodness gracious.
Salad Fingers.
Salad Fingers for Smash 5. You remember when Matt Pat made that video just like, we've solved Salad Fingers, and then like the guy who made Salad Fingers just like, yeah, nothing in that is correct.
I don't remember that.
You don't remember that?
Granted,
That's like my favorite thing that ever happens with like game theory videos is when like he makes them and then like the creator comes out just like, yeah, no, absolutely none of that is true.
My favorite was when Matt Pat trashed on an indie developer and then Toby Fox is like, yo, you fucking suck.
I don't remember it as him trashing on an indie developer, but I remember that he did a stream of a game and just spent the entire time like comparing it to Undertale.
Oh, right.
And didn't let it stand on its own laurels.
That's what it was.
And then Toby Fox was just like, dude, come on. You used my game to like completely just like
bolster your popularity.
Trash this person's like own fucking livelihood. It's got, yeah, it was some shit. Hey, it's kind again.
Speak with you. I'm very close to your position, and I know you want to hear what I have to say. I can explain all this. So what happened? When you have the nav cards, I'll let you into the security station. We must talk. Hurry.
Why can't we talk here? We've got like...
Because cutscene.
We've got all this fucking FaceTime.
No.
We've got hollow FaceTime.
Except for when it's convenient.
What is that? Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. He seems upset. So the implication with these ones is that the dude that turned into the necromorph is still alive and aware.
Fun. Hey, Mandy.
Calamity has arrived. The bell jingle is basically her co-commentating. Damn it. Come on. I did it! I won the video game. Calamity.
Oh yeah, that was a good thing. That was great. When
I still love when Neil Cicerega casually pants JonTron on Twitter.
Bloom. That's my favorite thing is like these creators who are like not really like super like not like loud, but it's like they don't feel like they feel kind of mild, and then they like kind of like destroy like a pretty like crappy person, but like in like very mild ways. Like their language is not strong at all, but like the fact that they said it at all, feel like, oh, you pushed that person too far because they would never say something like this, except under extreme circumstances.
Congratulations, you are an extreme circumstance. So my favorite so this isn't related to dudes getting fucking called out all to shit.
People getting blown up on Twitter.com.
People getting blown up on Twitter.com. So Natalie told me recently. So Natalie found this animation on YouTube that she really liked, and she was telling me recently about how just like, you know, I'm not the biggest fan of Neil Cicerega simply because he's very like oversaturated on the internet. Like I feel like I see him too much. So when I saw this animation, And I really liked the music. I'm just like, oh, hey, Lemon Demon. I really like their stuff.
Oh no!
She didn't realize that Lemon Demon is Neil Cicierega.
Is it Lemon? I always assumed it was Lemon Demon.
It's the word lemon.
But rhyme.
No.
Rhyme.
It's just lemon.
Rhyme.
Exal.
The rhyme.
No.
Oh no. Yo, come on in. Environmental storytelling destroyed by Buzzsaw.
He didn't jump up.
Yeah, I think that was not an actual monster.
Huh. Okay.
I think that was a spookum.
A spookum?
Something that made you go, oh no.
Mitty is lounging across Ixao's lap. Oh.
I think it's just
Settling. Going into chicken stance.
loaf stance.
No, not quite loaf, because she doesn't have her paws tucked up under her chest.
Mm-hmm.
This is chicken stance, where her front legs are like crouched down. It's not the most comfortable stance for her to be on your leg because she puts all of her weight on those front two paws.
This is what she chose, I guess.
And of course Ragnarok is right here. Hello Ragnarok. Are you sleepy? I'm gonna squish your beans. I'm squishing your beans. What are you gonna fucking do about it, huh?
Wow, rude.
Well, I have disturbed the boy.
Yeah, rude.
Effie lays on me like that all the time, and I'm like, please just lay down normal. You're hurting me. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Oh, this is the wrong weapon for me to have right now.
No, use it.
Nope. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. Oh, fuck. Oh, Christ. Oh, God. Oh, God. Not like this.
Oh, okay.
It just fades from existence. That's how the Necro Curse works.
Looked weird, though.
The Bio Curse. I'm so glad that, like, the best friends introduced Bio Curse to my lexicon.
It's a good word.
It's a good word to describe the sort of thing in Dead Space and also Resident Evil.
Wesker turned to goop because of the Bio Curse.
The Bio Curse. Like, I explained to somebody the other day on Twitter why Jill is blonde in RE5. It's just like, yeah, she's all fucked up on Bio Curse.
I still don't like it.
I had my hoodie on backwards and was carrying Kara around in the hood for a bit. Aww.
I don't want to.
My cats are too big for that. I don't have any hoodies that are big enough.
You just need a bigger hoodie.
I just need bigger hoodies.
I think it's a crime that in Resident Evil 5 Jill is blonde
Oh,
in
fuck.
a catsuit and not in her Resident Evil 1 outfit. Jill should look like she does in Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
So I've explained to you mean that's the outfit that she's in Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you were saying it's a crime that Jill doesn't look like that in RE5, and it's just
No,
I've explained to you why she looks like that in RE5.
I also don't like the redesign. I get that there's a reasoning for it, but I don't like it. And I disagree with it strongly.
Listen, I know it's a bit of a Thermian argument, to be fair. To be like, no, there's a reason for this. But also, there's a reason for it.
The reason was made after the fact.
Uwa Shark! Thank you for the Uwa
I
Shark.
will not be legally held accountable for saying that the reason was made after the fact. Ooh, cold.
Oh no!
I love the Winter World level.
Hold on. Hold on. Everybody just stand still. Oh, jeez. That's very good. Thank you, Adri. I appreciate that. Mitty, can I help you? You're just standing in front of my laptop and sniffing my hands and rubbing up on me. Hello. Hello. I'm sorry. I need a moment to pet my cat. Hello. Hello. How are you? You want to say hi to people on stream? You gonna step on my laptop? You gonna press some keys that I don't want you to press? I'm gonna go ahead and just... I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You can't do that.
But it's warm.
I know it's warm.
And comfy.
It's not comfy. It's hard plastic.
The squishy keys comfy.
Hello. Hello. I'm still gonna scratch you though. I still love you. Who's a good kitty? Mitty a kitty. Mitty kitty. Good kitty Mitty. Mitty kitty. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, up. My phone's buzzing now. Oh, what was that? Ah. Excuse you. Mitty, please. Mitty, please don't steppy on keyboard. Don't you do it. Thank you. Come over here.
No.
Come over here.
No.
Come see friends. Right. What was I doing? Oh, yeah.
No.
Oh, shit!
Not dying from frostbite? Or that guy?
I mean, it's just a vacuum.
Everything's frosty.
No, it's just the color's washed out.
Oh, the floor looks like it. Yeah, the window's frosty.
No, it's just colors are washed out.
Well, I think it's both.
I do like that they do the washed out colors for vacuums. Oh, fuck. Okay, hold on. Mitty, you're rubbing up on my hands while I'm trying to be a Let's Player. Please.
Can't have a heated gaming mode with a cat in front of you. Cats will cause too much detoxing.
I appreciate that you are here to alleviate my heated gamer feelings.
Can't throw a controller when a cat's in front of you.
Can't do it.
It's a scientific fact.
I might hit the cat. I don't want to do that. You know what kind of monster would I be?
You also might alarm the cat and cause the cat to jump up. And,
I don't want to freak the cat out.
And attack you in disruption.
I'm more of the opinion that hello. Stop that.
Well.
Oh shit. You stop.
Necromorph's kind of just coming out of nowhere, huh?
They crawl around in the vents. I've explained this to you.
On the ground. Well,
ow. Dick.
Was he just in a closet waiting for you to go by?
No, he was in the vents.
Oh. Delicious, delicious. Oh, no oxygen.
Life support and climate system malfunction.
I know.
Condition. Please contact repair specialist.
I've noticed that the life support is not currently working properly. Thank you. Oh, I'm not doing good. I need this. Haha. I am Table Man. This will protect me from the necromorphs.
It actually might.
I have a shield now. The real Dark Souls begins.
Life support and climate system malfunction. Hazardous condition. Please contact repair specialist.
Ooh, light was not good on that door.
Probably not. Light doesn't travel correctly in a vacuum. Don't you know that?
But
I'm making shit up. It's a bit.
But
gotta go this way. Sip. Somebody posted a picture of the Estus flask from the Dark Souls 2 Collector's Edition recently.
the 3 one? The weird, like...
The one that's just like a solid piece of plastic.
Yeah, swim through. Whoa!
Hello.
Check the ceilings.
Check those corners.
What's that from?
Aliens.
Oh. Game over, dude.
Colonial Marines. Which I own.
Ridley?
Metroid.
Why can't
Ouch.
Isaac Clarke crawl?
Oh, fuck. The head one's the worst.
How does it change Isaac Clarke head?
Huh?
I think that was like a thing that Miyamoto asked Metroid Prime, was something like, oh, shit, you have to change. Samus has to be able to change her head.
What? What?
I think he meant like change the suit. But it was like some weird lost in translation thing.
I'm gonna save the video game.
Saving is good. Unless you're in the super hard mode.
Remember, kids, save your game.
Unless you have limited saves, in which case, be smart about it.
What was that noise?
Chirping.
You chirping at me?
You chirping.
You chirping? Hello. Hello. Meaty, I love you. Oh, big yawns. Ah, gotcha.
Yo, what's that singing?
What?
They're singing.
Oh, someone's singing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star somewhere.
Gee, I wonder who that could be.
It's literally nobody.
Nicole.
Nope.
Is that her name? I forgot now already.
Yeah, it's Nicole.
Doesn't this
That's
happen
the
again
lady from the trailers.
in 2? Twinkle Twinkle Little Star Gang song? Or am I like making that up?
I don't remember. Right off the top of my head.
Then again, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star being sung creepily is not
Ow! Claws in my leg.
not that rare an occurrence. Turns out it's a song that's very easy to make creepy when you like sing it like slightly slower.
Gotta get those creepy kid songs in there. I know Dead Space 2 had, rather than Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, Ring Around the Rosie.
Yes, that's what.
Ugh, excuse me. Wait, hold on. Where am I going? This way. Oh. Nope, 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 nope. Alright. I think I handled that pretty well. You know, in terms of, like, completely freaking my shit. Time to go to the 0G basketball court. Because there's a thing we need in here. Believe it or not. Not that thing.
Is it basketball?
It's a basketball.
Yay!
Text log. Z-ball rules. It's
Step
called
on, though.
Z-ball.
Not ZGB ball?
No, just Z. ZGB ball?
Zero gravity basketball.
Oh. I got confused about what the first B meant.
ZGB.
We need this thing. And we're leaving now. You can actually play 0G basketball if you want to. I don't. Oh,
In
shit.
America? Sports?
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
in that case, carry on.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and listen to that guy rant about people being unfaithful to the church next time on the Shark Stream. When you get a chance, you should really VOD for the link to the past. Catch the VOD for the link to the past randomizer crowd control run. Shit gets crazy. I'll have to check that out. Yeah, for sure. So we're gonna go ahead and call it here for right now. We will listen to this guy's crazy ranting next time. If you enjoy the stream, you can go ahead and subscribe here on Twitch. That and donating in the link just below the stream are the best ways to help support me, my fiance Natalie, and our two lovely cats, Calamity and Ragnarok. Art for the stream is done by my good friend Gabby. You can find her work on Twitter at Serena Midori. That's SERENA MIDORI. She does great work. I highly recommend her for any art needs you may have. What else? Probably not going to be back until we hit more towards weekdays. Like I'm going to take tomorrow off in all likelihood. But we will definitely be back with some more Dead Space 3 in a few days, and we're a good chunk of the way through the game at this point. I could probably finish this within one or two more streams, I think. If I really believe in myself.
Right, this is like the third act?
Something like that, yeah. I don't remember. We're getting into the stuff with Dr. Kine and stuff, and we're going to start doing stuff with the marker. So
Act 3 of 9?
I don't remember. What else? Yeah, that's basically it. Keep an eye on my Twitter, sane_intolerant. You can also follow me on YouTube at youtube.com/saneintolerant, where I post all the streams after they happen. And Twitter is the best way to keep up with streams when they happen. Until then, I'll see you next time on the Shark Stream. Same shark time, same shark channel. Take care.